Truth, the delicious fan-favorite candy bar and proud sponsor of the New York Yankees. Your local tri-state Audi dealer, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K. To donate your car today. And by Optimum Fiber. Don't take slow for an answer.
And a very good evening, everybody, and welcome to Yankee Stadium, Game 3 of the Subway Series, the rubber game. It is Max Fried against David Peterson, and the starting lineups are brought to you by Heinz Tomato Ketchup, America's favorite ketchup. For Carlos Mendoza's New York Mets, 29-17, Francisco Lindor leads off. He is the shortstop. In right field, the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. Pete Alonso at first base, batting third. Mark Vientos is the third baseman, batting cleanup. Brandon Nimmo in left field. He is in the number 5 spot. The number 6 hitter is the DH, Starling Marte. Francisco Alvarez behind the plate, batting 7th. Jeff McNeil, who started playing center field just this year, is in center field tonight. And Luis Angel Acuna is the second baseman, and he is batting 9th. For the New York Yankees, 26-19, 4 games up on the Red Sox, who are in second place. Paul Goldschmidt is the leadoff hitter tonight, and he plays first base. Batting second and playing center field is Trent Grisham. Aaron Judge in right field, batting third. Cody Bellinger is the left fielder tonight, and he is batting cleanup. And tonight's cleanup hitter brought to you by Serve Pro. Cleanup, restoration, construction like it never even happened. Anthony Volpe is the shortstop, batting 5th. Jason Dominguez, the DH tonight, batting 6th. Batting 7th and playing second base is DJ LeMahieu. Austin Wells behind the plate, batting 8th. And Oswald Peraza is the third baseman, and he is batting 9th. We will be back with the defensive alignment and more after this on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP, the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S. Year after year, the Jeep brand has delivered game-changing technology and features to help keep you off the bench and on to your next adventure. With horsepower, it's rugged, plays aggressive, and isn't afraid to get dirty. And with the exciting offers and deals going on right now at your local Jeep brand dealer, it all adds up to Jeep Wagoneer S being a steal. So hurry in today and blast one out of the park. Jeep is a registered trademark.
When you bank with Provident Bank, you're backed by the power of commitment. Whether it's checking, savings, mortgage, or home equity products you need, Provident is committed to helping you achieve your financial goals. And that's commitment you can count on. Stop by a location near you or connect online. Official partner of the Yankees Radio Network. Learn more at Provident.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tired of seeing dead grass everywhere? See green year-round with Turf Tech. Turf Tech is the go-to installer and supplier of premium synthetic grass for over 2 decades. Visit TurfTechUSA.com or call 833-TURF-TECH for the yard you've always dreamed of.
The New York Yankees Radio Network salutes the team of nurses, doctors, social workers, spiritual counselors, and everyone for the extraordinary comfort, care, and compassion they provide at Calvary Hospital and Calvary Hospice. Calvary, for 125 years, where life continues. Let's take 10 seconds.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right, down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something. These people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game. That's
Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning.
Grand slam!
Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off win.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Implants that are now used around the world. Orthopedic care. Do it right. Here. RWJ Barnabas Health. Learn more at rwjbh.org/ortho.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes. If you need help after a crash, call the Barnes firm now.
Call 1-800-8-million.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. Manhattan, Long Island.
The Chef IQ Sense is a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat, whether on a stovetop, oven, or grill. It is built to withstand extreme heat. The probe is inserted into your food and connected wirelessly to an app. Once you select your desired doneness, the app will alert you when to take the steaks off the grill, and it even alerts you when to flip them. Order the newly released 3rd generation Chef IQ Sense right now with so many upgrades at chefiq.com. chefiq.com to get yours today.
Yankee fans, Fanatics Fest is making its return to New York City this summer. Tickets to Fanatics Fest available now at fanaticsfest.com. That's fanaticsfest.com.
For quality and an exceptional value, reach for Black Bear Meats, cheeses, franks, and sausages. Perfect for lunch, the grill, and dinner planning. Delicious, made simple. Black Bear products are available exclusively at ShopRite.
And we're back, and here come the Yankees, led out by their pitcher, Max Fried. Just great to see him. Fried was the first one out today. Aaron Judge actually second. Max Fried is on. By the way, in between innings, Max Fried will be out on the mound before anybody else gets out there, waiting for the pitcher. Then somebody has to go and warm him up because he's always the first one out there, and he's making himself comfortable on this mound. The umpires are in their positions. Adam Hammery is behind the plate. Nestor Ceja at first. The crew chief is the second baseman, Todd Tishner, and James Jean is the third base umpire. Kind of a cool moment here as Brianna Stewart threw out the first pitch, and this I've never seen before. The entire team was with her. I'm counting; they're all there. It's amazing. Out on the mound, and she did a little lob, and she made it right. That was pretty good. It was a good pitch. Yeah, it was a good pitch, but I don't think I've ever seen that. The whole team was out there.
Shows you what a team they are. They're all there with Brianna Stewart.
Absolutely, it was really great. She got a huge ovation, and obviously the Liberty raised their banner and got their celebration today. The game when the WNBA started, and they raised their banner, etc. It must be a great feeling to see that go up. I hear it was a very emotional moment for everybody. And you're standing there. It's not like other places where there's 1,000 of them. There's one.
Right.
and it went up there, and it's been a long time. And that was a great championship series they played. That was really terrific. And all the old Liberty were there. Teresa Witherspoon sitting in the front row. All those years, all those guys sat there and never won. And there it was, and they were all there. It was just so great to see.
There must have been such joy for them to watch that unfold. Right in front of them and watch history be made.
Absolutely. And, there were some really good players on the Liberty back then. All right, well, we got a game here. We are coming to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth, and as Francisco Lindor steps up to the plate, stepping up to the microphone is Emmanuel Barbari.
Thanks so much, Susan. We welcome you inside Yankee Stadium Sunday Night Baseball. Yankees and Mets in a rubber game. And the ace on the mound, Max Fried. Yankees are 4-0 when he starts following a loss. He hasn't allowed an earned run following a loss this year. Talk about a stopper. Here's Francisco Lindor, switch hitter, batting right. Fried deals on the inside corner, strike one. We're underway.
And the thing about him is that he just loves everything about this. He loves the pressure. He loves the big stage. He's having a great time in this series.
Left-hander with the glove at the belt. Now brings it up to the face. Rocks and the 0-1. Lindor, about a quarter swing on a pitch inside appeal. No swing. 1-1.
And, of course, if you're wondering where Dave Sims is, he's got a little laryngitis today. You can look at his social media because it shows you what he's trying to do to get his voice back. He'll be back on Tuesday.
You know, he's throwing the kitchen sink at it. We send Dave all the best.
Literally.
Speaking of kitchen sink, that's Max Fried. 11 pitches. The 1-1 is tap foul at the plate, 1-2.
DK and Yankees baseball, both synonymous with New York City. Visit DKNY.com, a New York attitude stitched into every thread. He doesn't use 11 pitches every game.
No.
He's got 11. He maybe uses 5 or 6, but we don't know which ones he's going to use.
Makes him mysterious.
Ooh, Lindor just fouled that off his ankle, so he's walking around.
Now Lindor back in the box, waving the bat. He's at 290 with 9 homers and 28 RBIs. Fried's 1-2. Breaking ball rolled over foul, third base side. Well, the Mets have been tormented by Fried for years in Atlanta, so a lot of these guys have numbers off him. Lindor is 3 for 28. Infield slightly pulled towards the left. The left-hander is 1-2. Foul back right into the net. Gonna have another packed house tonight, Susan.
It looks like it. It looks like it. Sunday nights sometimes are a little less than the others because it's a school night and it's Sunday night. But these games have been packed. Anytime somebody says it's lost its luster,
Fried's 1-2. Breaking ball spoiled in a shallow center field. Grisham races in. Grisham's got it. Plants the feet, makes a one-hand catch. One away.
You know, talking to a lot of the Mets and the Yankees, when both teams are good at the same time, the booing is for Juan Soto, yes. But however, there are a lot of people who are standing up and cheering down by the Yankee dugout. There's a lot, except boos cut through. Oh, we got a lot of Mets fans down there, too, tonight. There's more Met fans today, I think, than the last 2 days, right?
Yeah, I'd say about 20-25%. Just scanning it. Soto, lefty versus lefty. This has been the main event. Pitch. He shows bunt and takes a strike.
Okay. Well, that's one way to get on. He can bunt, by the way, as we all remember. Let's see, Soto actually not bad. 9 for 27 off of Fried, 333, but he wasn't a Met, and he wasn't in Atlanta then. With Atlanta.
0-1. Soto, half swing. Did he go? On appeal, no swing. Pitch in the dirt, count 1-1. Soto on the weekend, 1 for 6. He's walked 4 times and stolen 2 bases. Soto's got the long, dark blue arm sleeves. 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike.
It's through that 97. See, Fried doesn't usually live at 97, 98, but it's there. He needs that pitch. Fried against the
2-1 pitch. Soto rolls it foul first base side. 2-2, and now the crowd can get up.
And Fried against the Mets in his career down in Atlanta. 9-5 ERA of 2.48. 23 games, 18 starts. 89 hits in 109 innings.
Not too shabby.
Yep.
Fried against Soto. The 2-2. Hair outside, 3-2.
Well, Soto, you look at him and what's he batting? 252. My guess is that when we get to Citi Field, he will have settled in a little bit more and won't be batting 252.
Always staying patient, taking his walks even when he struggles. Here's the 3-2 from Fried. Soto flies it into right, shallow. The captain, Aaron Judge, races in, plants the feet, makes a 2-hand catch, and gets Soto 2 up, 2 down for Max Fried.
And before the game, Judge and Soto had a little talk, and we saw them give each other a hug. He had his pitch. He just missed it. He just got underneath and popped it straight up in the air. Well, as far up in the air as straight up in there as it can be to short right field. And underneath it anyway.
Brings up Pete Alonso. Righty hitter hitting .308. 9 homers, 37 RBIs. Alonso takes just inside. This New York rivalry weekend is presented by the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer. Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP, the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S. Fried's 1-0. On the inside corner, strike one. Now, Susan, you were talking about it. 2 excellent games to start the weekend.
Yesterday was as good a game as we've had all year. It was a terrific game. Just a great, even Aaron Boone said it's just a great game.
Great defense all across the board. Fried winds a 1-1. Alonso grounds it foul third base side, past the Mets dugout, and Fried jumping ahead again, 1-2.
And meanwhile, he's thrown 15 pitches. Remember, he was throwing a lot of pitches last time out. He grinded through it, didn't have his best stuff. Sometimes those are much more satisfying.
5 innings, a 1-run ball, gave the Yankees every chance to win the game. Fried's 1-2, up high. It's a gorgeous Sunday night. Yankees in the home white pinstripes, Mets in the road grays.
So the weather's been great, beautiful days, 71 degrees. It's a little cooler than yesterday, but a beautiful late spring, early summer night.
2-2. Alonso pops it up, right field line. Goldschmidt gives chase near the netting, out of play about 5 rows deep.
I think everybody a little, not surprised, but it's interested in how much ground Goldschmidt actually covers. A great play the other night.
He can really move.
Yeah, he really can. He's
like what you said the other night. Being a Yankee is taking like 10 years off his career.
Just amazing energy, always prepared.
2-2 is high, so a full count on Alonso.
Overthrew that 98, reared back with that 4-seamer 98. It was up, didn't get full extension.
Alonso against Fried, 10 for 36 on his career, couple of home runs. 3-2 with 2 away. Fried comes home. Alonso fouls it back and stays alive. Fried climbs up to the third base side of the rubber.
By the way, this is the lowest ERA ever by Yankees pitchers through his first 9 starts of 1.11.
3-2. Alonso drives it into left field. High arcer, sending Bellinger back onto the track. Bellinger has room, makes the catch. A couple of steps in front of the wall. Long fly ball, but 3 flyouts. A 1-2-3 first inning for Max Fried to start the night. Yankees to bat against David Peterson coming up, bottom half of the first inning on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Hey, Connecticut, if you want name brand tires at the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, then get to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. No!
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go.
Friday broadcast presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. If you're injured, one call to make, and that is to the Barnes Firm Injury Attorneys, 1-800-8-million for a free case evaluation.
So Max Fried, a nice start to the night, a 1-2-3 top of the first inning, and the Yankees to bat against a 29-year-old left-hander, David Peterson. He's been reliable for the Mets, works third base side, and the pitch, Paul Goldschmidt, the leadoff man, takes a strike down the middle, 0-1. Goldschmidt hitting .341. Pitch. Fly down the right field line out of play. Quickly 0-2. Goldschmidt, 4 of his 5 homers this year are off left-handers. Part of the reason he's leading off. Hitting .571 against lefties. 0-2. Up high. Peterson, tall left-hander. Deals a 1-2. Grounded softly left side of the infield. Vientos, the third baseman, charges, gloves, bobbles, and doesn't have a play. He lost it on the transfer. And Paul Goldschmidt reaches to start the night.
You know, do you think that, he looked up and saw where Goldschmidt is and said, wow, I better hurry, because he thought 38-year-old Paul Goldschmidt, I don't really have to worry. But he gets it in his glove and it sort of snow cones it. And when he went to transfer, all of a sudden it was not in the right hand.
I think you're right, Susan. I think he looked up and, whoa, Goldschmidt's almost at first base. Brings up Trent Grisham, lefty versus lefty. 1 on, nobody out. Pitch. Grisham takes on the outside corner, strike 1.
Grisham, of course, having a great start to this year, a career year so far, offensively and defensively.
274 with 12 home runs already. Pitch. Low inside, ball and a strike. And his center fielder, Trent Grisham, is at the plate. Centers Healthcare would like to remind you, they're not care. They're care that moves you. CentersHealthcare.com. Scoreless game, bottom half of the first inning. Rubber game, Yankees and Mets tonight. 1-1. Outside 2-1 on Grisham.
Now, Peterson, the kind of lefty that actually is really, some guys are neutral when they're starters particularly, but he's really good, been really good against lefties. He's held lefties to a .206 batting average. Ground ball percentage is the highest, 70%.
Grisham flies it left center field. Nimmo started back to left fielder, now glides towards left center, called off by the center fielder, Jeff McNeil, who makes a two-hand grab, 1 away.
You know, I asked one of the Mets guys, I said, "Does Jeff McNeil played a lot of center field?" He said, "This year he's never played it before, but they want to get the bat in the lineup, go play." And when Siri got hurt, he was their center fielder, they said, "I'll do it." He's a good athlete. Well, he plays right pretty well, because but that side of the infield is, when you play right field and second base, it's the same. The ball comes into the same plate. Different.
Here's the captain. He takes a breaking ball strike, and McNeil was recovering from that oblique injury. So they're like, let's try it out on your rehab. One on, one out. Judge at .402 with 15 homers, 41 RBIs. In case you're wondering, game number 46. Pitch is low.
Lots of, we love Grisham chants when Trent was up.
One on, one out. And the lefty's 1-1. Judge takes a breaking ball low. 2 balls and a strike. I'm a big fan of that chant, because it originated against the Dodgers last year. It's like, it has the Soto implication, but it's like apologizing to Grisham, too. We love you now. At the same
time, yep. And with Soto in a different uniform, it has a little more meaning, yes.
On 2-1, Judge. Half swing. Didn't mean to. Foul first base side over the Yankee dugout. 2-2.
Now, Francisco Alvarez has an interesting helmet and mask and chest protector. The chest protector is hot pink, and the mask helmet is teal.
That was the first color I thought teal. 2-2. Misses outside. Full count on Judge.
Well, you can see the teal from miles away. The hot pink also, but interesting combination.
Can't miss him all night. Goldschmidt off first, one away. 3-2. Judge flies it. Right field down the line into the corner. Twisting. Fair ball. One hop into the seats for a ground rule double for the captain. Second and third, one out.
Well, Yankees did not catch a break on that one, because if that hits the top of the wheel and bounces back, you would have a run scored, because Soto would have had to wait for the ball to come off the wall. But that ball is outside, on the outside part of the plate, and when it sunk, it was about knee-high, and he just went with it. And we're seeing more and more of this with Aaron Judge. He just hits the ball where it's pitched.
Beautiful swing. It sets up Cody Bellinger, the red-hot Cody Bellinger. Pitch. Lefty hitter out in front, swings and misses, 0-1.
Well, this is a tough at-bat for him because he's got a little longer swing, and Peterson's really good against lefties. As we said, just a little over 200 in batting average.
Third baseman Vientos about even with the bag. And 20 feet off. Shortstop Lindor about behind second. Second and third, one away. And the 0-1. Outside.
You heard when I had Bellinger on as star of the game Friday night. I guess, Friday night. He said, this is great. This whole, he's been in the Dodger-Giant rivalry, but this is great. Same city, other side of the bridge.
I like you called the atmosphere insane.
Insane.
The crowd insane. Bellinger, tonight's cleanup hitter, brought to you by Citgo. Clean up on savings every fill-up. Club Citgo. Download the app now and start saving. 1-1. Bellinger grounds it towards first. Fair ball past Alonso. The lunging Alonso down the line. Caught up in the corner. 2-run score. Cody Bellinger comes through again. He's red hot, and the Yankees have a 2-0 lead.
Well, this was a little bit lucky down the line. And Alonso, not great. He's not a Gold Glove first baseman, but he was. You can't really guard the line right there, and just under his reach. And once it's fair, that's going a long way. It was just, he almost got there, right? I'm looking just underneath his glove. He did dive for it. It went underneath his glove.
Had it lined up.
Yeah, he did. He just missed it. He just missed that ball. He could have caught that.
Anthony Volpe, righty hitter, takes a breaking ball outside. So what a start to the night. A 2-0 lead for Max Fried.
There he runs, Max.
Bellinger make it a 13-game hitting streak. 1-0. Volpe reaches out, grounds it to short. Lindor's right there. Charges, throws on the run. Got him. Bellinger stays at second, 2 down.
And Peterson, when he starts getting balls that go in the ground, that's what he does.
Now 2 runs on the board for the Yankees. Peterson, how reliable he's been. He's only allowed more than 2 runs once this year. Jason Dominguez, switch hitter, batting right against the lefty. Swings and grounds it foul behind the plate. Dominguez at 246, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. He's got 3 walks on the weekend, 2 for 5.
Did they give Vientos an error on that? I guess they did. So this will, because I'm looking at it.
0-1 is swung on and missed. Dominguez out in front of the change.
Well, I didn't hear it announced, but I guess the error on Vientos, because there is an error up on the board, and the only one it could be is on the Goldschmidt play.
All right. Bellinger off second after the 2-run double. 0-2. Breaking ball, squirts away from the catcher Alvarez all the way back to the backstop, and Bellinger glides in at third standing.
Well, that's a wild pitch.
Peterson yanked that breaking ball. Now adjusts the bill of his cap. Wipes off his glove arm. Wiping off some sweat. Bellinger off third, 2 down. 1-2. Dominguez pops it up first base side over the Yankee dugout.
Dominguez, and remember it wasn't too long ago that his average was down in the 100s. He's up to 246, which doesn't sound a lot, but it is from where he's come from.
Now, he liked early in the season when he was struggling. He never seemed to panic.
Right. Well, he has tremendous confidence, and he knows it's in there, and he'll get to it.
1-2. Dominguez swings and misses strike 3. Slider inside. Dominguez over the top. That ends the first inning.
Well,
but
wait a minute. No, I guess not.
Did he get a piece?
I guess he did.
Okay.
Alvarez is laughing, so Alvarez doesn't agree.
He's got a wide smile.
All right, let's see what we can see here. We're looking at this again. I don't know what the umpire saw. It's in his glove. I don't get it. Did it hit the ground?
It must have hit the ground on the backhand. 1-2. Dominguez rocks it towards third on a hop to Vientos, who cuts over. Gloves, throws high, but Alonso straddles the bag and leans back to make the catch. That ends the inning. Now the Yankees scored 2 on 2 hits, a 2-run double. Cody Bellinger, 1 error. And the Yanks a 2-0 lead into the second on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Athletes are not the only ones who get injured. If you're in need of inpatient, short, or long-term rehabilitation...
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term.
Today's championship.com. That's travelerchampionship.com.
Hi, this is Max Fried. You can hear every pitch of Yankees baseball on the Fan, 1019 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
And that guy, Max Fried, ready to go for the second inning. He has a 2-0 lead. Cody Bellinger, 2-run double inside the first base bag. Fried against Vientos, Nimmo, and Marte in the second inning.
Drive Around the League brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers. Trust your keys with Meineke.
Vientos hitting .240 with 5 homers and 18 RBIs at a sac fly yesterday. Fried the lefty to the plate. Vientos grounds it softly left side of the infield. Fried ranging all the way over towards the line. Guns it high to first over Goldschmidt's glove. And it hit the top of his glove. Backed up nicely by LeMahieu in shallow right field foul ground. So a base hit for Vientos on that high throw. Nearly a great play.
And Max Fried is very proud of his fielding, and he's probably beating himself up for not that throw. It's a great play. Waits for it, rears back, and throws it and kind of lollipops it, which is not Fried, so maybe he didn't have control of the baseball when he threw it. You don't see that very often. It is a hit. It's not an error.
So Vientos aboard for Brandon Nimmo. Lefty hitter at .229, 8 homers and 27 driven in. And the pitch. Nimmo watches low, ball 1.
All right, everything is over. Houston beats Texas 4-3. It is 4-1. Baltimore, 10-4, excuse me. Washington beats up on Baltimore. That's their 6th straight loss for Baltimore. Didn't help to fire the manager, did it?
Nope.
Atlanta beat Boston. Same score, 10-4. Oh, my goodness.
1-0 is low inside 2-0.
Brian Bayo, who signed this big, enormous contract, has not had a good year. 4 1/3 innings, 10 hits, and 7 earned runs for Bayo. Rafael Devers had a grand slam. That's where the 4 was.
1 on, nobody out. Short lead at first. Fried's 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball strike.
Well, Jackson Jobe went to 4-0 as Detroit beat Toronto 3-2. Spencer Torkelson 2 for 4 and 3 RBIs for Detroit. 2-1, Kansas City beat St. Louis, and San Francisco swept the A's 3-2. Elliot Ramos had a leadoff homer.
2-1 is low, so 3-1 on Nimmo. Fried falling behind with 1 on and nobody out.
Paul Skeens went 8 innings, giving up 1 run on 3 hits, and he lost. He lost 1-0 as Philly sweeps the Pittsburgh Pirates today when Brandon Marsh Fielder's choice RBI. That was it.
Whoa.
Well,
3-1. Inside, ball 4. So Nimmo jogs quickly down to first. He has a no-out walk, and the Mets have 2 on against Fried.
Cincinnati won its 4th straight. They beat Cleveland 3-1. Miami all over Tampa Bay. That was 5-1. Otto Lopez had his 3rd. Liam Hicks had his 4th. Cal Quantrill beats Shane Baz.
Meeting on the mound, the entire infield coming in.
Minnesota's 13-game winning streak was snapped as Milwaukee beat them 5-3. Cubs swept the series from the White Sox in rivalry weekend, 6-2 the score there. Arizona beat Colorado 1-0 on a Ketel Marte homer, his 6th. Angels swept the Dodgers. They won today again, 6-4. Zach Neto, leadoff homer. Taylor Ward, Travis d'Arnaud, all homers. Sean Anderson beat Anthony Banda, that's the reliever. And Seattle over San Diego. They swept their series with San Diego, 6-1 Seattle.
By the way, that Angel series where they swept.
Yeah.
Last night, didn't you love Kenley Jansen's about to close out the game? Ohtani's off second. He doesn't want to tip any pitches. He doesn't want to give him anything. So he intentionally balked. So Ohtani had to go to third.
We saw someone do that.
The pitch is fouled at the plate by Starling Marte, 0-1.
Didn't somebody do that in the World Series?
Oh, you're right. That did happen in the World. I'm trying to remember who.
It was a Dodger, right?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
And initially, the umpire wasn't giving Ohtani third. He wasn't giving the balk. So Kenley Jansen stepped off the mound and said, "That's a balk. He should be at third."
So that's the second, yeah.
0-1 is half swung at and foul third base side 0-2.
Just because they didn't want him on. Can't remember who it was, but it was. I think it was in the World Series. It was definitely in the playoff series.
You're 100% right. I have to go look back who.
I hadn't seen it.
Such a smart, savvy veteran move. 2 on, nobody out. The lefty's 0-2, up high.
Well, this is what Max doesn't like to do, is get everything high, because he's a ground ball pitcher, so you want it kind of everything down low, not up. That was the first walk of the game, brought to you by Route 22 Toyota. Why walk when you could be driving a new Toyota? Route22Toyota.com.
Marte fists it foul first base side. Stays 1-2. That was Fried's 30th pitch. No out in the second inning. Fried toes up the third base side of the rubber. In a jam here. Fried's always a ground ball away, though. 1-2. Half swung at and foul third base side off the Yankee dugout. And go see Simple Minds with Soft Cell and Modern English. June 11th, PNC Bank Arts Center. And June 13th, Northwell at Jones Beach Theater. Tickets at livenation.com. The 1-2. Breaking ball just misses inside.
Well, they're being very patient with Max. A lot of times that he'll just throw those pitches that are close. A lot of people swing right through them. That's very patient. It's a very good team. It's always fun when both teams are good at the same time.
The 2 first-place teams this weekend. 2-2. In there. Strike 3 called. Dotted the sweeper at 81 on the black. 1 down.
And Marte looking up at the board to see about that. He doesn't agree, and he's talking a lot. First strikeout of the game is presented by Weichert Realtors. Don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one at Weichert.com.
So Marte's been scuffling for the Mets. He strikes out. And Francisco Alvarez checks in at 269, homer, 7 RBIs, and bats with 2 on. Fried looks briefly at second. Now to the plate. Swing and a miss, 0-1. There's a sinker.
That's where he wanted it. Down low, below the knees.
Flags are whipping.
Yeah.
Windy night. Even some napkins out in left field. That type of night. Fried's ready. And 0-1. Foul back quickly, 0-2. So now Fried's working ahead.
Well, Fried, of course, calls his own game. We just saw him shake his head, so obviously Wells shook him off, and then Fried shook Wells off. So I asked Wells, I said, do you ever shake him off? He said, oh, yeah. And then he does another, but he wanted that pitch, whatever he just threw for that swing and fall back.
0-2. Half swing. Did he go? Yes, he did on appeal. Strike 3. And from 2 on, nobody out, to 2 on, 2 out, and 2 consecutive strikeouts for Max Fried.
Well, let's see. I was thinking that Jeff McNeil must have an awful lot of at-bats against him, and he does. 10 for 31. He hits 323 off of Max Fried, because they were opponents for a long time, Fried in Atlanta, and McNeil, the long-standing Met.
So McNeil waves the bat and looks out at Fried with 2 on, 2 out. Second inning, Yankees a 2-0 lead. McNeil lines it, base hit left center field. Here comes Vientos around third. Grisham's throw is wide up the first base line, and Jeff McNeil does it to Max Fried again. An RBI single. Mets still have 2 on, and it's a 2-1 Yankee lead.
And that was almost easy. He looked at a very, very soft swing, a very easy swing. Went right after the first pitch, kind of an ambush pitch. It was on the outside corner. He didn't do much with it, just went right up the middle with it, just lofted it easily in the center field.
So the Mets strike with a 2-out run.
I believe Vientos can run a little bit too, huh?
Yeah, sneaky speed around third. Here's Luis Angel Acuna, the rookie. Righty hitter. He takes a breaking ball low.
Breaking pitch at 75, so 20 miles an hour difference between the fastball and the breaking pitch.
Acuna at 264, no homers, 6 RBIs, has swiped 10 bases this year already. 1-0. Acuna grounds it softly right side of the infield. LeMahieu fields, goes the short way, flips to second, Volpe covering, puts it away, and that ends the inning. But Jeff McNeil, a 2-out RBI single against Max Fried. Run on 2 hits and 2 left. Go bottom 2. Yankees a 2-1 lead on WFN Yankees Radio. Driven.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance. Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
A little premature maybe, but it looks like if he's healthy, he's back, because that's when he's going well, he'll hit those homers in the right field stands.
I saw some classic LeMahieu swings.
And defense.
And the pitch is a strike right down the middle. Yeah, that play in the 7th inning was wonderful.
Oh, and just spectacular. And I'm not sure there's anybody else out there that's playing second that could do that.
Peterson with the long arm sleeves, the lefty's 0-1, is up high.
Today's Acme Markets home run payoff contestant is Deanna J. from Neptune City, New Jersey. Deanna will win a $100 Acme Markets gift card for every homer the Yanks hit in the second. Visit WFAN.com/Acme.
LeMahieu watches on the inside corner with the change. Strike two. And we had those couple of hits. Aaron Boone today kept talking about that line out in the 8th inning. Bases loaded, got a sinker low and in, and smoked it the other way.
Yep.
LeMahieu takes inside 2-2.
Boone talking about DJ today, how much he likes playing in these high-stake games. A lot of really good players like being in this kind of atmosphere.
2-2 is grounded left side. Vientos ranges left under his glove. Lindor in the hole. Throws off balance. Not nearly in time. Up the line. And DJ LeMahieu, an infield single. Keeps on, keep it on to start the second.
DJ loves playing in these games. He loves high-stake games. You know, a lot of really good players feed off of it. Paul Goldschmidt's another one you're going to see. And obviously Cody's done it before. But these last 3 years, he's been hurt. He's been playing with different kinds of ailments. He said it's the first time in years he has felt totally healthy.
Austin Wells, lefty hitter, watches a strikeout or half. You can just feel it. Everyone wants so badly for him to stay healthy and for this to go right this time.
Yeah, beloved in that room. Just a total pro. Just works consistently. And there's injuries.
0-1. Wells big, swing and a miss 0-2. The first pitch at the bottom of the second was a 92-mile-an-hour four-seamer from David Peterson, brought to you by Optimum Fiber. Don't take slow for an answer.
Well, I see Nimmo's talking, so I guess that he's the one that's mic'd up tonight on ESPN.
Apparently Soto was a late scratch.
Yeah. Nimmo's a really good talker, though.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk to him. He's fun to talk to.
Yeah.
And he's been there. He's been the longest, right? I think he
has to be.
Yeah. Longest tenured Met, sure.
0-2. Wells swings and misses strike three. Tough slider running down and away, one down.
Yeah, he is a ground ball pitcher, and you saw that reason why I know he struck him out, but that's the kind of pitch that you just turn your wrists over and ground to one of the infielders.
So LeMahieu off first, now one away, and Oswald Peraza, righty hitter at 179, 2 homers, 8 RBIs. Pitch. Outside, briefly gets off the glove of Alvarez, who scoops it up.
Peraza playing third tonight. And I know we're not going to get to see it, but sometimes these kids like Peraza, they need to play every day, see who you are. You really don't see who they are, just
1-0 is chopped toward short. Lindor plays it back, throws to second for one. Acuna return throw, not nearly in time. Peraza hustling down the line. So Peraza takes LeMahieu's place at first, and now 2 away.
Again, he tried to lift that in the air. It was a sinker ball that went down, tried to get underneath it. So what happens is you kind of pop it.
You know, to your point on Peraza, he's such a good defender. You get him 400 at-bats, see what you have. Paul Goldschmidt fouls it back.
And he's throwing that breaking pitch again, 89, 90 to everybody. That's hard to put in play.
2-1 Yankee lead. Play bottom of the second inning with 2 down. 0-1. Goldschmidt rocks it towards second on a hop right at Acuna. Plays it near the chest, flings to first, and ends the inning. So a leadoff infield single LeMahieu, but nothing else. No runs on a hit. 1 left. Go to the third. Yankees 2, Mets 1 in the rubber game on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP, the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S. Year after year, the Jeep brand has delivered game-changing technology and features to help keep you off the bench and onto your next adventure. By blending thoughtful luxury capability and advanced technology, the Jeep Wagoneer S is one key player that doesn't disappoint. Experience the brand new head-turning design and luxurious interior without sacrificing on the legendary performance you love.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a
The 2-out RBI single. So top of the order. And Francisco Lindor.
Storage Post is your local self-storage expert. Rent a unit online today and experience the Storage Post difference, the official self-storage partner of the New York Yankees.
Lindor calls time and steps out of the box. Fly to center his first time. Fried stares in. First pitch to Lindor. Lindor flies it down the left field line, twisting foul. Yankees looking for a 4th straight series win. And if they can grab this one tonight. Fried's 0-1. Outside.
And I'm looking around in this place once again. A few empty seats, but it's packed. I bet those seats are sold because they're just a couple in different sections. Another game that's absolutely packed. We've had 47 plus both days.
Here's Fried's 1-1. It's foul back. Everyone was talking about the energy.
Yes, in the building.
The energy and how you feed off that.
Yeah, well, you do, and it's so many times players will tell me, oh, it's just another game, and then they get out there, and they're going to say, it's just another game, right? You'll see. And then you get caught up in it, because Boone said this great thing about energy.
1-2. Lindor fouls it back, stays alive.
Sometimes, you're playing a games and you have to get yourself up and you have to get adrenaline going. You don't have to do anything here. You just walk out on the field and the fans give it to you. That's what he was saying, and I never thought of it like that, but it's absolutely right.
It's one of the few times, they say 1 out of 162. It feels like more when you're out there.
What?
1-2 is low, even though it is just one game.
Well, they prepare the same way, as if it's, they don't prepare as if it's the World Series. They prepare it's another series, and then you get out there, and there are almost 50,000 people living and dying on every pitch, and you're probably, 70-30 here, Yankees, Mets. There's a lot of Mets fan here tonight. You didn't hear so much the last couple of nights. I'd say maybe
2-2. Lindor lines it right center field, sinking. Judge into the gap, dives and makes a spectacular catch. Oh, the captain showing off out there. One down.
And I'm just seeing if he gets that Bellinger over there, seeing everything all right. Yep. One of the things you forget about this, the fact that Juan Soto is not here, Aaron Judge is now playing right field. And now you've got, when you've got Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge in there, you've got as good an outfield as can be in baseball. Oh, Soto must be out.
You hear that? Whoa. Juan Soto takes down low 1-0. Soto fly to right and Judge his first time. It is an underrated element. Judge moving back to his position that he is terrific at. Not that he didn't play a good center field, but he's a right fielder.
He's a great right fielder. And he was fine in center field, didn't he? Except one day.
1-0 is a breaking ball strike. Just one time.
One game, one play. But you forget that. I mean, if Soto's out there, there's a different outcome to that ball.
That ball is not caught. Here's a 1-1 to Soto. Half swing, foul third base side over the Mets dugout. 1-2.
And there are a lot of right fielders who wouldn't have caught that. I'm not just picking on Soto. There are a lot of people that wouldn't have gotten that.
Judge is probably the best right fielder to never win a Gold Glove.
Well,
I think it's coming.
I think their defensive Gold Glove choices are usually now these defensive metrics. Are they watching the game?
Maybe not. Here's a 1-2. Inside. Yankees a 2-1 lead in the third. Fried against Soto. 2-2. Breaking ball outside and a full count on Soto. I like this matchup tonight because this is a move the Yankees made right after Soto signed. They went and got Max Fried.
Well, and if they had signed Soto, I can pretty much guarantee you Max Fried wouldn't be on that mound. Maybe you'd have Max Soto and Griffin Canning.
3-2, breaking ball in there. Strike three called. Fried freezes Soto, 2 away.
And he knew it. And I don't know what's going on over there with Soto, but this doesn't look like Soto. Just his hold. I know it's been tough for him here, but this isn't the guy we saw.
You can see it.
And you can see it. He doesn't do the shuffle. He's doing nothing with the pitcher. He just took that half swing and he just kept chewing his gum and went right back to the dugout.
Here's Pete Alonso, righty hitter, taking a fastball inside. And we're coming to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth. Provident Bank, commitment you can count on. Visit Provident.bank to learn more.
They talked about this was Plan B. Well, Friday night, Bellinger and Goldschmidt, who were Plan B, did a pretty good job.
1-0. Breaking ball, spoiled foul at the plate. And a perfect ending to Friday night where Soto flies out to Grisham.
Yep, that was great. There's a little irony in that. Grisham, who was the throw-in, who they had to take. Right. If they were going to get Soto, they had to take Grisham off their hands because... Yep.
1-1 with 2 away, bases empty. Fried's pitch. Outside. Alonso fly to deep left back in the first inning. About a couple of steps in front of the wall for Bellinger. One. Alonso cues it foul first base side off the Yankee dugout. 2-2. Yankees 2, Mets 1, top 3 with 2 out. Fried looks at Alonso and fires a 2-2. Breaking ball low, another full count.
Well, Fried's throwing a lot of pitches here, which is not as sharp as he was. He's at 56 pitches here. We're in the third inning.
And he sits down Alonso here on 3-2. Fried comes home. Foul back barely. And The Yankees are trying to say Alonso whiffed at it. Wells goes and gets the ball, throws it to first to end the inning. And Alonso's confused. He's puzzled.
Well,
he thought he tipped it, and the Yankees complete the strikeout 2-3.
Well, here comes Mendoza to try and talk to home plate umpire Adam Hammery what just happened here. And the person who figured this out was Max Fried. Throw the ball, throw the ball.
Carlos Mendoza not happy. But the Yankees are back in the dugout. That's a strikeout, 2-3. Alonso never ran, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 for Fried. Yankees a 2-1 lead. We go bottom three on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
You want to get the most for your money. That's why more Mazda buyers choose Ramsey Mazda. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-5 all-wheel drive.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Bottom of the third. Yankees a 2-1 lead over the Mets. Sunday Night Baseball, rubber game. Interesting end to the top half of the inning where Pete Alonso thought he tipped the ball, went back to the backstop. And Max Fried pointed at Austin Wells. So go and get it, throw him out, and he did. Strike three and a 1-2-3 for Fried. Here's Trent Grisham, lefty on lefty against David Peterson. Heart of the Yankee order. Pitch. Grisham takes a breaking ball strike.
Elevate your lawn with Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the New York Yankees grounds crew. With over 80 years of experience, Pennington knows what it takes to achieve big league results right at home.
Peterson's 0-1. Grisham swings and misses 0-2. 10-second station ID, WFAN Yankees Radio.
Your home for Boomerang Geo. Mornings from 6 to 10. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York.
Alongside Susan Waldman, our producer-engineer Matt Shortis, associate producer Rick Roush, Emmanuel Berbari in for Dave Sims. And we wish Dave a quick and speedy recovery, little laryngitis situation. Yankees Mets Sunday night. Yankees a 2-1 lead. 0-2 on Grisham. In there, strike three call. The changeup outer edge. It freezes Grisham, one away.
And see, Peterson's in the third, just 40 pitches. And he's really been very economical. He doesn't throw overly hard, hit spots.
Here's Judge. Swings and flies at first base side, well out of play.
They can't square up the ball off of Peterson. It's interesting. You know, just thinking him when he came up and what he is now, he's much more effective.
Much less wild.
Yep.
Infield slightly towards the left. Outfield is deep. 0-1. Judge takes a breaking ball inside. You know, we were talking to the Mets people before. I said, what changed with Peterson? Strike one was a big answer.
Well, that is that is the difference between so many pitches being mediocre and being good.
1-1. Judge, big swing and a miss, 1-2. Beat him with the fastball.
And his fastball is only 93. And he's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but doesn't throw overly hard. This is hitting spots.
Time is called. Peterson steps off the back of the rubber and kicks some dirt. Third inning brought to you by Spectrum, a fast and reliable connection, making more things possible. Spectrum. 1-2. Skips up there, about a 56-footer. Judge a ground rule double down the right field line in the first inning. Bellinger followed with a 2-run double. That's why the Yankees have a 2-1 lead. Bottom three. 2-2. Judge grounds it softly to third. Right behind the bag, Vientos plays it, squares, throws, got him. 2 up, 2 down in the third for Peterson.
See, they cannot get a good swing off of him. Just movement, placement, coming at you. That sunk all you could do by the time he hit it. It was on the end of the bat.
Cody Bellinger digs in. Hangs that bat over the back shoulder, and the pitch. Skips up there. Bellinger is tonight's cleanup hitter, sponsored by Roto-Rooter. Leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter. The lefty's 1-0. That's in there for a strike with the sinker.
The difference in Bellinger lately, when you look at him standing up there, he's got perfect balance, doesn't move a lot, no big leg kip, no moving around. He's ready to go in his position to hit every time the ball comes.
1-1, big swing and a miss, 1-2.
And not a lot of extraneous movement. It's the balance. Aaron Boone talks about that all the time. Balance in the lower half of your body. Are you ready to hit so you can take the ball to all fields?
1-2. Inside, and when Bellinger is going like that,
yeah,
he's a good hitter.
Yeah, well, he was Rookie of the Year for a reason. And, injuries have derailed him, but he seems perfectly healthy now.
2-2. Bellinger chops it foul, first base side.
Cody now with a 13-game hitting streak. That hit tonight, that's tying his career high.
Base is empty, 2 away. 2-2. Bellinger watches outside, full count.
Also very patient, because those pitches are just missing, so you have to have a lot of discipline with this.
Bellinger waits on a 3-2 pitch. Waved that. Did he get a piece? Yes, he did. So Bellinger stays alive. Yeah, good at bats. That's a theme up and down the Yankee lineup.
Well, that's why. And they don't think they've hit their stride at all offensively.
3-2. Bellinger takes inside. Did he go on appeal? No. Ball 4. Nice at bat by Bellinger. Second time on here in the third inning.
So a 2-run double and a walk. Pulled it back.
So Anthony Volpe gets a chance with 2 out.
I don't think David Peterson liked that call very much. Just
not the happiest camper there.
No, reading people's lips is that one you couldn't miss.
Check over at first. Bellinger back standing. Volpe, one of the Yankees, is hitting well. 2 opposite field singles yesterday. That's when he's going right. Pitch. Change-up outside, ball 1.
See, that's all the same balance thing. Gleyber Torres used to talk about that all the time, that when he's off balance, you can't wait long enough. So when you wait long enough, you're perfectly balanced, you can shoot that ball through the right side if you're a right-handed hitter.
Check over at first quickly. It skips up there. Nice dig out by Alonso on the backhand.
Yeah, that was a nice play. That was going straight down into the dirt. Volpe got the whole right side of the infield is open. As Acuna almost at second base, way over. And of course, Alonso holding on the runner.
Center fielder McNeil is deep and towards right center. 1-0. That's in there for a strike on the outer half. Now that balance thing and going to right center. I was watching this video the other day of Derek Jeter. Great example of that. And he was saying, if you have a fastball and you're thinking right center, breaking ball that hangs, you don't pull it foul. You can hit a home run.
That's right. Because you can wait longer so you could...
1-1. Volpe fouls it back. 1-2.
See it longer. And by the way, Jeter didn't arrive with that swing. You learn little things year after year. Derek Jeter used to come back. He changed one little thing. You could see it. Every year he worked on something. But that Jeterian swing, as John used to call it, he didn't arrive with that. He learned how to do that.
1-2 out. 2-1 Yankees in the third. 1-2. Volpe swings and misses strike three. That sneaky velocity on the fastball. 93 beat him up. And that ends the inning. Third strikeout for Peterson. Yankees strand Bellinger at first and go to the fourth. Yankees 2, Mets 1 on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Fuel up your epic summer with the Nissan.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Packed Yankee Stadium all weekend. Some dark clouds overhead, but a pretty nice night. Very comfortable night. Max Fried after a 1-2-3 third against the top of the order. Mark Vientos, the powerful righty hitter, digs in. Fried, the lefty, delivers. That's grounded softly to second. DJ LeMahieu a couple of steps left, gobbles it up, throws to first, one down.
Scoreboard brought to you by Food Bazaar Supermarket. Shop local, eat global with Food Bazaar Supermarket. Houston over Texas 4-3. Washington lost its beat up on Baltimore 10-4. Baltimore has lost 6 straight. Atlanta beat up on Boston, same score, 10-4. Spencer Schwellenbach beat Brian Mayo. Marcelo Zuna 2-for-4 with 3 ribbies.
Here's Brandon Nimmo, lefty hitter, and he watches a fastball strike.
Spencer Torkelson 2-for-4, 3 ribbies as Detroit beat Toronto 3-2. Kansas City over St. Louis 2-1, and San Francisco beat the A's. They swept the series 3-2 was today's game.
You know what shocked me in that series? Last night it was scoreless in the 10th inning. It was scoreless, and Mason Miller's out there.
Right.
Second and third, one out. He strikes the guy out, and they intentionally walk the next guy. Then a walk, game over. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike to Nimmo, 0-2.
Oh.
So they intentionally walk the bases loaded, and then a bases loaded walk to Wilmer Flores ends the game.
Mason did. Wow. Mason walked so many. Wow. Phillies swept their series with Pittsburgh. Today's was 1-0. Brandon Marshfield's choice RBI. That was it.
0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hard fastball at 95, powered by Nimmo. Strikeout number 5 for Fried, 2 down.
See, this is a good inning for him. He's being very economical here. Very, very good. Mick Abel, who was making his American League, his Major League debut, 6 innings, no runs, 5 hits. He beat Paul Skeens. Jordan Romano got his 5th save.
You can tell his grandkids about that. I beat Paul Skeens in my big league debut. Starling Marte, righty hitter, waves and misses at a changeup.
Well, maybe he'll be as good, and he won't have to tell his grandkids.
Yeah, then Paul Skeens will have to tell his grandkids.
You never know. For a start, Cincinnati 4th straight win. They beat Cleveland 3-1. Miami over Tampa 5-1.
The left-hander's 0-1, breaking ball down.
Milwaukee beats Minnesota. Minnesota's 13-game winning streak was stopped today. Royce Lewis had his first homer, so he's back from Minnesota, though. Freddie Peralta beats Zerby Matthews.
1-1. Shade outside, so 2-1 on Marte, who struck out his first time.
That's Zebby Matthews. Sorry, Zebby. I know better than that. Cubs beat the White Sox. Cubs swept their series 6-2. Arizona 2-1 over Colorado. Angels beat the Dodgers. The Angels swept the series from the Dodgers 6-4 today's score.
2-1. Marte lines it down the right field line. Fair ball, base hit, all the way into the corner. Judge digs it out, flings it back in, but Marte easily in a second standing. What a throw by Judge. He made an impossible play pretty close, but a 2-out double for Starling Marte.
And we're looking at that again from the backstop. It's on the outside corner, but it stayed up. It didn't get. He tried to get that down in a way, and it stayed up for him. It was about knee to thigh high when he went with the pitch.
So Marte, a 2-out runner in scoring position, about a 3-step lead. Francisco Alvarez, righty hitter, watches outside. Alvarez struck out. That came back in the second inning. That's a tying run in scoring position. Yankees have a 2-1 lead, top 4. Fried's 1-0. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. 95 right on by him. Alvarez, righty hitter, crouched down, and the pitch. Foul back, and Fried jumps in front, 1-2. Infield plays for the pull slightly. Outfield straightaway. Time called by Alvarez as he adjusts those batting gloves.
Little cat and mouse game going on with Fried here. Let him think about it for a minute.
Marte widens the lead off second. Fried's 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 96 heat from Max Fried. Strikeout number 6 on the night. And strands a runner in scoring position to end the top of the 4th. Go bottom 4, Yankees. Still a 2-1 lead over the Mets on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Taking a Cadillac is more than just taking a drive. It elevates every...
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns,
Perfect balance. What? Boom.
interviews with the players,
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
and a little bit
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
2-1 lead over the Mets. 2-1 lead over the Mets, looking to win round one of the Subway Series this year and go to Citi Field July 4th weekend.
That July 4th, all New York, that's great. I think that's great. Should be really special. Celebrate over there. Our fellow New Yorkers.
Jason Dominguez, switch hitter, batting right, takes low from the lefty David Peterson. 4th of July, Yankees, Mets. I can't think of a better combination.
Great.
1-0 on the outside corner for a strike. Dominguez grounded to third his first time.
I always liked July 4th. Back in the 70s, the Red Sox were always in. That first weekend in July, you know, the history, New York, Boston, for July 4th.
1-1 is a breaking ball strike, 1-2. It's one of the things they actually got right last year. Right after July 4th, Red Sox came in. Now, it was a day late.
That's not right then, because...
They were close.
But, well, no, it's only good in hand grenades and horseshoes.
Dominguez fouls back, and it stays 1-2.
Close is good in hand grenades and horseshoes. Because if you're close, you don't have to get it around the ring. It still counts. If you hit the... You've never played horseshoes? You're looking at me...
I can add nothing better to that comment. 1-2. Dominguez chops it foul at the plate.
Well, like in a hand grenade, you can throw it in the vicinity and it'll work.
Right.
You've never played horseshoes?
No.
Okay. Do you know what horseshoes are? Do you know what you do?
You're going to have to show me.
Oh, my. Okay. Okay.
1-2. Dominguez lines it, right field, sinking. Soto charges in, makes a running catch. Veering towards the line. What away.
And nice play by Soto, actually.
Oh, my.
It's okay. You didn't go to camp and play horseshoes when you were little?
If I did, it's completely washed from my memory.
Well,
I went to camp. I don't remember that.
All right. I guess they don't... You were probably on computers. We didn't have computers back then.
Tech boom. DJ LeMahieu takes high. Righty hitter 1-0.
Addition to this team of DJ LeMahieu, and we keep saying it, but what I saw, you've been in there.
1-0 is grounded foul towards third wide of the bag.
How much does this clubhouse root for DJ LeMahieu?
They respect him infinitely. And you hear Aaron Boone talk about he just wants this to go well for him.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to, no player wants to go out like this.
1-1. Half swing, he went around, strike two.
No one wants to go out injured when you can't perform. I'm convinced that Mariano came back that extra year because he had, torn up his leg in center field and missed that year. I don't think he would have come back, but he was not going to go out like that. And I think this is the same thing with DJ.
1-2. On the inside corner, strike three called. Fastball dotted at 92. And LeMahieu, who isn't verbose, he's shaking his head, not happy with that call.
Well, that's his fourth strikeout tonight. And Peterson doesn't throw hard, 92, 93. And he's got a point. DJ does. Wow.
Brings up Austin Wells, 2 out, nobody on. Pitch. Wells swings and misses out in front of the changeup again. And it's bottom of the fourth, brought to you by Cars for Kids. 877 Cars for Kids, Cars with a K. Donate your car today. 0-1. Bit outside. Yankees 2, Mets 1. darkening skies, lights completely on at the ballpark. It's a full house here, 1-1. Wells lost it into right center field. Soto back onto the track. Soto reaches up and makes the play. Whoa. Juan Soto covered a ton of ground and robbed Austin Wells of a double to end the inning.
And he throws it into the Yankee bullpen.
And he's not giving the fans that ball. A 1-2-3 for David Peterson. Go top 5. Yankees 2, Mets 1 on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something. These people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns,
Perfect balance. What? Boom.
interviews with the players,
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
and a little bit
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard.
Brought to you by ELEC 825, building our future. Yankees a 2-1 lead. Rubber game in the Bronx. Jeff McNeil leads off the top of the fifth inning for the Mets. His RBI single. The lone Mets run coming back in the second inning against Max Fried.
You know, that might have been as good a catch as I've ever seen Soto make.
Oh, yeah. The lefty's pitch. McNeil floats it foul third base side. Now ranging towards the gap, stuck up the glove, and just hauled it in and threw the ball into the bullpen. Oh, 1. McNeil takes a breaking ball outside. Third baseman Peraza even with the bag about 30 feet off the bag. Volpe the shortstop behind second. 1-1. McNeil, quarter swing, pitch down, appeal, no swing. 2-1 to start the inning. McNeil, Acuna, then the top of the order, and Lindor. If anyone gets on, Soto. The ace, Max Fried, winds third base side, 2-1. Grounded softly foul wide of first, 2-2.
Step up to the plate and swing by Duncan. Today, let's show those taste buds some Yankees magic and hit a flavor home run together. Duncan, the ultimate MVP of your taste lineup. The New York Yankees run on Duncan.
Fried winds in the 2-2. Spoiled foul at the plate. McNeil just threw the bat out. Such a crafty contact hitter, Jeff McNeil.
When he's walking around, he contact right off his ankle. He's walking around.
Little wince, now nods his head,
Yep.
good to go. Fried stares in, 2-2. Low and another quality AB for McNeil. 3-2. This will be pitch number 76 for Fried. No out in the 5th inning. McNeil digs in. Waggles the bat. 3-2. And that's grounded foul first base side. So McNeil is working Fried similar to last start where Fried had to work. 5 innings of 1-run ball. You take that every time when he has to work.
You would. If that's when he's struggling, 1 run. He gave up, what, 1 run last time? His ERA actually went up.
1.05 to 1.11. 3-2. Low outside, ball 4. So McNeil fighting some more.
Yeah.
Works a leadoff walk in the 5th.
Not quite as crisp and not as he was before that last start. I'm looking at his ERA now. He's given up 1 run. It went up again. It's 1.19. And he having a little chat with DJ LeMahieu there.
Here's Luis Angel Acuna, righty hitter. Bunts perfectly up the first base side. Fried on the backhand, underhand shovel, got him. Nice play off the mound by Fried, but sacrifice successful, and McNeil up to second.
Well, that's one of the things you like about Acuna. Guys at the bottom of the order that know who they are. And let's get that run at a second, and I'm going to do it whatever.
Need players like that.
Well, you do. You need... now a base hit gets that run in, and it turns the order on, turns the order over.
And it prompts a meeting on the mound. Entire infield coming in for the Yankees.
And now, what do you want to do? You got Lindor, and then you got Soto after that.
Lindor is fly to center and line to right. He was robbed by Judge. Diving play in right center. Some of the Mets faithful coming alive, drowned out by some boos here at the stadium. Another jam-packed house tonight. Runner off second, 1 away. 2-1 Yankees. Top of the 5th inning. Fried's pitch. Lindor takes outside.
Boy, you see that way outside. That's not him. He's got such pinpoint control. You can see him thinking. He's running through his mind. What's next? What next?
Fried at the belt. 2 righty toe taps. And the pitch. Breaking ball rolled over foul, third base side.
Breaking ball 74 miles an hour. Had him way out in front.
McNeil off second. Short lead. One offering. Lindor grounds it to second. That'll advance the runner to third. LeMahieu gloves, throws easily, and gets Lindor. So 2 out, McNeil at third, and Juan Soto.
Well, another chance for Soto with the runner at third. And the Met fans are standing up, though. There are plenty of cheers. So you don't hear clapping. You hear boos. That sound cuts through.
Friday's boos. I think that topped Altuve.
Yeah, I think it did, too.
Infield pull to the right. Fried's pitch. Soto grounds it foul, first base side. Just to the left of that Yankee dugout.
A lot of Met fans right behind the Yankee dugout. For some reason. See them all standing up in there.
A lot of orange and blue there, and then mostly white and gray.
Yeah.
0-1. Soto takes inside, twists off the plate.
Just doing that fastball 96. Oh, inside, push him back.
Soto 0 for 2 tonight, 1 for 8 with 4 walks on this weekend.
Runners in scoring position has not been good this year, 132. He had well over 300 last year here.
Fried's 1-1. Soto takes a breaking ball outside. Nice block sliding left by Wells to keep the runner at third.
That's another curve that he's thrown. Hasn't thrown too many tonight.
Tying run at third. 2 out, 5th inning. Juan Soto at the plate. Fried's pitch. In there for a strike outside corner. Perfect at 95. 2-2.
Soto thought that was low. He'd probably be right. But he's been calling that all night.
2-2. Breaking ball low. Squirts away from Wells. Here comes the runner. He's in there. Throw is wide of Fried. Jeff McNeil hustles home to tie the game.
And that ball getting away from Wells. Fried got back as quickly as he possibly can, but you see that again. McNeil really was paying attention.
No hesitation.
None at all. Well, that ball, it bounced off of Wells's chest protector.
Head first dive for Jeff McNeil.
So he scores in that wild pitch.
3-2 to Soto. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fried got him. 95 down, and then little grin from Soto. He struck out twice tonight, 0 for 3, but the Mets tie the game. Wow. Jeff McNeil comes around, walk, sacrifice bunt, grounder, wild pitch. 2-2 game, go.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Town just got a rousing ovation.
He's big smile. He's showing off his T-shirt. Russell Wilson, nice hand, but they put Karl Anthony Towns on the screen. Whoa.
Whoa. Karl Anthony Towns, congrats to the Knicks, by the way. Knicks-Pacers coming up in the Eastern Conference Finals. The breaking ball lands low and outside. 1-0 on Oswald Peraza to start the 5th inning.
Bet365 real-time money line is now minus 165 for the Yanks and plus 135 for the Mets, powered by Bet365.
1-0 is a shade outside.
Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER.
So Russell Wilson was like a golf clap
compared
nice.
To... No, it was nice, and then they put him on the screen. Whoa!
2-0. Peraza watches down 3-0. Yankees looking to build. They were up 2-0 in the first inning. Now we're tied at 2.
The last Knicks Indiana team when I was doing the Knicks.
3-0 is a breaking ball strike.
I hear that, and all I see is Reggie Miller. I mean,
he tormented them.
Tormented.
You know, I do like that matchup coming up for a couple of reasons. Pitch. Peraza pops it up high in the air behind the plate. Alvarez, the catcher, gets rid of the mask, angling left. Alvarez makes a one-hand catch. One away, and Peraza retired. You know, they lost to the Pacers last year, so you can avenge that. And last time you were in the Eastern Conference Finals, you lost to the Pacers. Some symmetry there.
Also, Indiana's not playing that great. And, and Oklahoma, for some reason, I'm not quite sure why they're not playing well. But, they start their finals when? I think the day after the Knicks. Right?
Day after the Knicks. So there's a chance. There's a path there.
I think they got they got the team that could beat them out of the way.
Right. Close it out at home. Paul Goldschmidt, leadoff man. Righty hitter takes low. Credit David Peterson, the Bellinger 2-run double back in the first inning. 2 base runners since then. 1-0. Up high. Tall left-hander. Compact windup. Pitch is low. 2-1 on Goldschmidt. Or 3-0 rather. As it's bottom of the 5th, brought to you by Key Food and their family of supermarkets. Left-handers 3-0. That's on the outside corner, 3-1.
The Mets head up to Boston. They're playing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Playing the Red Sox. Clay Holmes is going to pitch on Tuesday.
3-1. Goldschmidt grounds it foul, third base side, 3-2. Clay Holmes has done well as a starter.
Boy, hasn't he, though? And it's not like he said when he was a free agent, boy, I think I'll find some place that's going to let me be a starter. So it's not like he went to them. The Mets have this idea.
3-2, high and inside, ball 4. So Goldschmidt on for a second time tonight. The Yankees a 1-out base runner in a tie game in the 5th inning.
I asked Matt Blake about that, and he said, well, he should be able to get through the season very, very well. He's big and he's strong, and he's got all these different pitches, and really takes care of himself. A little meeting on the mound here.
One thing about Holmes' time here, always pitched.
Yeah. Did indeed.
He was joking a couple of days ago. He had to just find things here, coming in as a visitor.
Yeah, on the other side, it's all backwards. You go into the wrong, even when you leave the mound, if you're not really, and the pitcher is always in his own zone. I've seen that before. You start to go off the mound to the wrong dugout because you're not really concentrating.
1 on, 1 out. Yankees bottom 5 in a tie game, 2-2. And Trent Grisham, 0 for 2, fly out, strikeout. Lefty on lefty pitch. Grisham spoils it foul, third base side. Here comes the meat of the order for the Yankees. It's presented by Chef IQ Sense Cooking Thermometer. Pairs with your phone, ensures you never over or undercook your chicken, fish, or meat again. Buy one at chefiq.com. This will be Peterson's 83rd pitch, 1 out in the 5th inning. Throw over to first quickly, and Goldschmidt dives back safely.
Peterson's got a great move.
Got 2 guys with great moves tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll bet nobody in the league is better than Fried.
No.
That's a tremendous pickoff move. Peterson's pretty good. That was a good one.
0-1, Goldschmidt goes. Grisham swings, and did he get a piece? Goldschmidt's at second.
He's going back.
He's going back to get a piece. So 0-2 on Grisham. Goldschmidt jogs slowly back to first. Goldschmidt, a smart base runner. Couple to step lead off first with 1 down. Alonso holds him. 0-2. Grisham cues it in front of the plate. It's a fair ball. Alvarez scoops it up with the right hand and guns out Grisham, who didn't realize it was right in front of him initially. 2 down and Goldschmidt up to second.
No, it looked like he thought he fouled it back because he couldn't see it. But let's see if we sort. Yeah, he thought he fouled it off the plate and it went backwards and then he lost it. That's not a strikeout. He hit it in front of the plate, so it's
So score that 2-3, yep. And
Yeah.
that's nothing to do with Judge. Base
Right.
open.
Well, he hasn't seen a lot of that intentional walks, but in that situation, of course, first base is open. You got 2 outs. Why would you pitch to him?
So 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 game, bottom 5. That's just saying here, let Bellinger beat us.
Right.
And Bellinger, 2-run double and a walk tonight.
Well, that's the perfect situation. There's 2 outs, and first base is open. Why would you pitch to him?
Lefty's pitch. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. This also sets up lefty on lefty. Peterson set. Right at the chest. 1-0. Bellinger takes off speed outside. He's ahead 2-0.
The top of this order is so disciplined. A lot of walks here. Just walk.
2 on, 2 out, 2-2 game. Bottom 5. And the 2-0. Inside ball 3. A walk would load the bases for Volpe. Now, third time this inning, Peterson's been 3-0. And the pitch. Inside ball 4. Loaded up for Anthony Volpe. Here comes the meeting on the mound.
And Jeremy Hefner, the pitching coach, is out there discussing what they want to do with Volpe. And this consultation on the mound is brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injury attorneys. Call for a free consultation at 1-800-8-MILLION.
Volpe a ground out and a strikeout today. Tied at 2, bottom of the 5th inning, rubber game. And Volpe a golden opportunity with the bases loaded. Goldschmidt, he's a runner off third. Judge off second. Bellinger off first. Pitch. Volpe grounds it softly to short. Lindor charges, gloves, throws across the body, got him. Inning over. Bases full. Yankees don't score. Go to the top of the 6th inning. Yankees and Mets tied at 2 on WFN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Let's get moving with Centers Healthcare. Centers Healthcare has a different approach to care. Here, you rehab, relax, recover, and go home. Our state.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball. This place doesn't know what hit them. These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Now, you had Peterson on the ropes. You said three ball counts. I know a lot of batters think that the first pitch is the best one they're going to get. Maybe you wait them out a little more.
Here's Pete Alonso, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Fried's pitch. A breaking ball inside.
There's a reason why the Yankees are the all-time champions, just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. Injured, dial Pound Law.
Alonso, very powerful righty hitter. 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. So Fried's ERA with the 2 runs today. How dare he?
Oh, wow.
1.31.
Oh, no.
So our notes here say the best 10-game start ever, Phil Niekro in 1984. Swing and a miss, 1-2. He had a 1.20. So Fried now trails him slightly.
And that's Jonathan Loizaga, who's just gotten up. But he looked good the other night, his first time back in after a year.
Fried looks in from the third base side. The lefty's 1-2. Breaking ball low. I need a potion that keeps Loizaga healthy. Because he is so good when he's on the field.
Yeah, what did Cal Ripken always say? Part of greatness is staying on the field.
2-2 to start the inning. Alonso swings and misses strike 3. Fastball at 93. And Fried's 8th strikeout tonight. What away.
His strikeout was just in the 6th inning. When that went right into Wells, he even got a little piece of that and went right into his glove.
Alonso's last at bat, he thought he got a piece and wasn't called and was thrown out. Strikeout 2-3. Here's Mark Vientos, 1 for 2 with a single. And he takes high and away. This New York rivalry weekend presented by the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S. Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP. It's the all-new Jeep Wagoneer S.
And if you want to know why Loizaga's up,
Foul back, 1-1 on Vientos.
that was pitch number 94 for Fried.
Yeah, Fried would love to get through 6 innings here.
Well, has not been as economical as he usually is, and he would rather get ground balls. When his stuff is working, he is big on economy of pitches and doesn't, striking people out is great. It looks good, but it takes up a lot of pitches.
1-1. Up high, 2-1 on Vientos. Fried's had outings this year where he's been dominant, struck out 2, dominant, struck out 10.
Now, he loves those when he's using his infielders and outfielders, usually the infielders, because he's a ground ball pitcher. But
2-1. Vientos swings through a fastball, 2-2.
Because then you don't get to 96 pitches in the 6th inning.
Fried doing some maintenance work left of that third base side of the rubber. Now he's good to go. 2-2. Downstairs, full count. Yankees 2, Mets 2. Top of the 6th inning. Winner takes round 1 of this Subway Series this year. 3-2 home. Grounded pass Fried towards short. Volpe ranging towards the middle. Easy throw, looping throw. Got him. Vientos down by a couple of steps, 2 away.
Really nice play by Volpe right there. Easily, as Emmanuel described it, just easily run on the throw. Just totally controlled.
So Fried has set down 5 in a row. Brandon Nimmo, lefty hitter, has walked and struck out. Fried's pitch. Outside, ball 1. More ball 1 than we're accustomed to with Fried tonight.
Right, yeah.
If he gets through 6 innings of 2-run ball on a night like tonight, you absolutely take that. Peraza, the third baseman, is about even with the bag. Well over. 1-0. His tip foul at the plate. Nimmo might have hit his foot. Limping slightly. Shortstop Volpe is behind second. And Mayhew has pulled a bit at second base, and Goldschmidt is playing back and at moderate depth. Fried leans in. Now rocks back. 1-1. On the outside corner, strike 2.
94 right on that corner. Even Nimmo's arguing.
Very vocal. And Nimmo just turned back towards Fried and then said a couple of more words. Base is empty, 2 away. Top of the 6th inning. 2-2 game. Fried's 1-2. Grounded softly to second. LeMahieu right there. Gloves flips to first. Ends the inning. So Fried sets down 6 in a row to end his night. A 1-2-3 top of the 6th inning. Go bottom 6. The Yankees looking to grab the lead. It's a 2-2 game on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance. Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game.
Problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY.
Bottom of the 6th inning. 2-2 game. Rubber game Sunday night. Yankees and Mets for bragging rights at least for a month and a half. Round 2 at Citi Field, 4th of July weekend. Jason Dominguez, switch hitter, batting right in a tie game against David Peterson. The Yankees let him off the hook last inning. Bases loaded threat.
Well, Fried in there hugging people, so that's it. He just hugged his catcher.
Dominguez takes outside for ball 1.
And that is it for Fried. If this is what he is when he doesn't have his good stuff.
I was just writing down his line. I'm like, whoa. He really had to grind in 3 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. 1-0. Outside 2-0 on Dominguez, who's 0 for 2.
He's staying there. He's right on the rail. Standing next to Will Warren, talking.
2-0. Dominguez takes outside, so, whoa. Last 6 batters, the Yankees have 3-0 counts against Peterson.
Yeah. And then Mets capitalized by putting the ball in play.
Dominguez takes a strike down the middle.
Look at that inning. A walk, a sacrifice, a grounder to move him over the wild pitch, and that's all it took.
That's why the game's tied. Dominguez takes strike 2 on the outer half. Peterson stretches out the arms, comes set, blocks the face of the glove. 3-2. Dominguez flies in right field, got some carry. Soto back onto the track, makes a running catch, backpedaling. Now 2 feet in front of the wall, 1 away.
Well, you see he's trying to make every play out there.
So Dominguez gave that one a ride and flies out and brings up DJ LeMahieu. Infield single, was stranded back in the 2nd inning. Struck out looking in the 4th. The lefty's pitch. LeMahieu watches outside. Hey guys, no matter which side of the bridge you're on, you can make a difference in up to $2,400 a month as a sperm donor with California Cryobank. Go to spermbank.com to learn more. LeMahieu flies it. Shallow right. Soto ranging in towards right center. Makes a running catch. Soto showing off a bit in right field tonight. 2 away.
Wow. Yes, he is.
Yeah. He said, who said I'm a bad defender?
So I'm looking to see, I think Fried was, 102 pitches? Something like that? 102?
102, 6 innings. Austin Wells, 2 out, nobody on. 2 quick outs for Peterson. Wells swings and misses. He's been out in front of that breaking ball all night.
Oscar Brazaban warming up for the Mets.
Saw him yesterday. Scoreless inning in 2/3. Infield pulled to the right for the lefty hitter. 0-1. Wells fouls it back. Healthy swing. 0-2. Stadium is jammed. Dark skies, beautiful scene. Yankees, Mets, Sunday Night Baseball. We got another good game. 0-2. Wells flares it down the left field line, twisting towards the corner. And it's foul. Barely. Wells a couple of feet away from a double.
Yeah, we can't see in that corner, but we can tell by the reaction of the fans if it's quiet. They knew it was foul all the way. That's why I thought it was. We don't see either corner.
I always look for the fans and then the third base umpire.
I look for the fans first because they know.
Right.
Well, this is pitch number 101. It's the first time in his career he threw 100-plus pitches in 3 straight starts.
Peterson's 0-2. Wells grounds it hard to second, right at Acuna. 2-0 now. Steps up, throws to first, inning over. What a finish to the night for David Peterson. 1, 2, 3, 6th inning. Max Fried, David Peterson, they trade 6 innings of 2-run ball. We go to the 7th in a 2-2 game. Yankees.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard.
the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the...
CareRide Centers is a proud sponsor of Yankees Radio. If you or a loved one is in need of short or long-term rehabilitation or assisted living services, visit CareRide Centers.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball. This place doesn't know what hit him. These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show from 2 to 6:30. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York.
Top 7, 2-2 game. Max Fried and David Peterson, both 6 innings of 2-run ball tonight. Pitched well, and Jonathan Loaisiga, the new Yankee pitcher.
And Jonathan Loaisiga made his debut the other day. Looked great. That fastball and breaking pitch that he's got, that sinker, he can throw at 98, 99, then come with that, usually a curveball, but a good change now also.
Got a pinch hitter for the Mets, Brett Beatty, in for Starling Marte. So righty against lefty here. Loaisiga on the third base side of the rubber. Pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. There's that sinker at 96.
Step up to the plate with confidence with Jeep's brand new MVP, the luxurious all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S. Visit Jeep.com and see your local Jeep brand dealer for great deals.
Loaisiga's 0-1. Beatty chops it foul first base side. So Marte went 1 for 2 with a double. That double in the 4th inning, he was stranded. And now Beatty, who's hitting .231 with 5 homers, swinging a much better bat lately. Beatty wears number 7 in the Met blue. 0-2. Beatty swings and misses, strike 3. Changeup at 91, that's filth from Loaisiga, 1 down.
97, 98, and then the same arm action, and it's only 90. You had no chance when you swing at that. Just disappeared. Late breaking change.
Loaisiga crouches down as he always does and then stands up straight. Glove about chest high. Pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike to Francisco Alvarez, who struck out twice tonight.
Fans, this year marks Yogi Berra's 100th birthday. Come out to the stadium Friday, June 6th for a special Yogi Berra U.S. Navy bobblehead that commemorates his military service.
Here's the 0-1. Alvarez waves and misses 0-2. Another sinker down.
Courtesy of State Farm, this is. Get your tickets today at Yankees.com. 97 and 98 mile an hour sinkers. It boggles the mind.
.02. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Another 97.
Sinker. Nasty. And Loaisiga's come out of the pen and struck out 2 easily.
And the thing about Loaisiga is that I understand he's had all these injuries, but his mechanics are perfect. He's got great form.
You know, when you look at him, it doesn't look herky-jerky or anything
Not
that
at
would
all.
induce
He's
injury.
very, very smooth.
Here's Jeff McNeil. Very productive night. RBI single, a walk, a run scored. Pitch. There's a breaking ball strike.
Just off that. See, everybody thinks he's going to start him off with that fastball, and he hasn't.
Yankees 2, Mets 2. Top of the 7th. 2 out, nobody on. And Loaisiga's 0-1. That's a breaking ball down. Say breaking ball to change at 91.
That's right.
McNeil, lefty hitter, touches the edge of the plate. Waves the bat. Now holds it firmly over that left shoulder. 1-1. Outside. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Aaron Judge Superman bobblehead night at Yankee Stadium. Friday, June 20th, first 18,000. They receive an Aaron Judge Superman bobblehead courtesy of Fanatics Fest NYC. Get your tickets today at Yankees.com. The right-hander is 2-1. Outside, so 3-1 on McNeil.
These games have been incredible.
Really have.
Just think about it. We're in the 7th inning, tied again.
Tremendous game yesterday. Friday night was a show. 3-1. Outside ball 4. How about this night for Jeff McNeil, who jogs down the first couple of walks and an RBI single.
And playing center field. The wise guy, that was that 98 mile thing. It just, he's shaking his head. I think he thought he got the top of the zone.
So a 2-out walk. Let's see what Loaiza can do with Luis Angel Acuna, the 9-hitter. Righty versus righty, and the pitch. Grounded softly towards third, foul wide of the bag. Loaiza hangs that right arm. Comes up from the crouch. The righty's 0-1. Acuna chops it to third. Peraza to his left. Under his glove. Goes after it, barehands it, eats it. So Peraza boots that Acuna grounder. And now a walk and an E5 with the bottom of the order. And Lindor due up, 2 out in a tie game.
Oh, boy. And that's... So he'll get a fielder's choice, and it's an error on Peraza, who just, there was a bad hop, and he did not play that well. You either go in on it or get back. So it's a fielder's choice, an error on Peraza that allows the runner to reach second. Now this turns the lineup over, and here comes Matt Blake.
Now nail-biting time.
Well, and you want to make sure that Loaiza's okay, and Peraza came over and's got his arm around him, and my fault. Mets top 3 hitters tonight, 0 for 9 with 4 strikeouts.
Meantime, bottom of the order, a lot of production. McNeil, Acuna's been situational. Marte a double.
Excuse me, remember he said it, the keys to the game, I said whoever makes the least mistakes. This kind of game, and this is what this series has been, this kind of game is who makes a mistake. And see if he can pick his fielder up.
So the door is cracked open. Loaiza looking to shut it once again. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 game, top 7. Loaiza to Lindor. Foul back, 0-1.
And Tim Hill is in the pen, so it looks to me like this is going to be his last batter. You don't want to turn Lindor around and bring in Hill now. So with Soto up, wouldn't you guess that would be this would be his last batter?
Yep, and Hill got Soto yesterday. Loaiza's 0-1. Lindor pops it up behind the plate and quickly 0-2 as that one sails just below the second deck. Everyone's up.
Wow.
Another sellout crowd of the Bronx. 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 game. Loaiza's 0-2. Breaking ball inside, ball 1.
This is some sight. Almost 50,000 people standing up. A lot of Mets fans here. They're really here. This is the most we've had this whole weekend, the most Mets fans, yep.
And they've been vocal all night. Another 1-2. Lindor in the right field. Right at Judge. Couple of steps left. Makes the catch. And Loaiza picks up Peraza. Gets Lindor. And strands 2. It's time to stretch. Got another excellent game between the Yankees and the Mets. 2-2 on WFN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Town Fair Tire became New England's #1 discount tire dealer by giving you the absolute lowest prices guaranteed. And with over 100 stores from Connecticut to Maine, we'll beat anybody's price. Other dealers, we beat them. Warehouse clubs, we beat them. Online sites, we beat them all.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Yankees partner. All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since
This is fun.
It has been a great weekend. Yankees Mets Subway Series, 2 first-place teams, sellout crowds all weekend.
And the games have been good.
Games have been awesome, and it went from tense with Loizaga getting Lindor to end the inning to now everybody's happy.
Everybody's singing. It's
wonderful. Everyone's singing together. Got Oscar Brazaban, the new Mets pitcher, for the bottom of the 7th. They're showing a fan dancing with ice cream on the big board. Everyone's happy.
Well, they're all New Yorkers. Everybody, when you play these kinds of songs, everybody dances.
Yeah.
It's an interesting atmosphere. You know, because it could be your next door neighbor that you're sitting next to in a different jersey. It's an interesting atmosphere.
Right.
That's why I'm wanting the Yankees Mets World Series. And even if that guy said to me, you know, nobody cares outside of New York, I said, well, we don't care about anything outside of New York either, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we don't care what that guy thinks. Ben Rice is the pinch hitter for Oswald Peraza against Brazaban, who went an inning and 2/3 scoreless and struck out Judge yesterday. Fine work. Big right-hander comes home. Rice takes downstairs, ball 1 to start the 7th.
So Peterson, this is a different pitcher than when he first came up. He bent, never broke. By the way, getting out of that inning.
Brazaban's pitch. Rice, big swing and a miss out in front of the change.
I'll tell you what Roger Clemens used to say when an infielder would make an error. He said, I'll get that other out because I don't want you guys questioning my infielders.
I love that.
Like that?
Rice swings and misses 1 and 2. Brazaban jumps in front. I never heard it said that way. That's such a good quote.
I don't want you guys, he's talking about the media, I don't want you guys talking to my infielders about it. So he sort of doubled down when it was somebody made an error behind him.
That's a leader, a teammate.
I think a lot of pitchers think that. Maybe not put quite that way.
1-2 is inside, so 2-2 on Rice.
And then he said, I can get you 4 outs in an inning, probably not 5. But I just thought it's a great way to put it. I don't want the media questioning what happened.
Yeah, I'm going to do this.
Yeah,
I'm going to close out the
fix
inning.
it.
Infield pull to the right, 2-2. Rice hard on the ground towards second. Nice backhand stab by Acuna to his right. Throws and gets Rice for the first down. Nice play.
We've been seeing some great plays this whole weekend. Some really good defense on both teams.
You know, Aaron Boone was asked, he said, you'd love to see this again in October.
Oh, yeah.
He was asked to describe the feeling of that. Crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
So that good enough? Crazy. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Rocks it into left field, but he was too quick. Down the line, but foul.
Into the upper deck, too.
Goldschmidt has walked and reached on an E5 and scored back in the first inning. Yankees 2 runs all the way back in the first inning. Bellinger 2-run double. 0-1. Goldschmidt hard on the ground to short, right at Lindor. Loves it into the chest, throws, and gets Goldschmidt. 2 up, 2 down, 2 ground balls for Brazoban. That brings up Trent Grisham, the captain Aaron Judge on deck, who's on deck, brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com.
Attention media, here's tonight's final pitching line for Mets starter David Peterson.
Brazoban, built right-hander. Rocks, pitch. Grisham takes at the knees for a strike.
Devin Williams will be the next man in. He's up in the Yankee pen right now.
Grisham takes a breaking ball to outside. 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout.
So very similar lines. David Peterson, 6 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks.
1-1 skips up there inside. 2-1 on Grisham.
6 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. So for the strikeout walks, very similar. Only one of Peterson's runs was earned, by the way.
Now it's up to the bullpens tonight. So Loaiska, now Brazoban. Two out, nobody on, bottom 7. 2-1. Outside, 3-1 on Grisham. Always patient. Quarter swing. Pitch low. Did he go? No. On appeal to third.
Oh.
And Grisham has a 2-out walk. And Aaron Judge is coming up.
Well, they can't walk him now. And Jeremy Hefner is running to the mound. Well,
that's a Aaron Judge is coming up type of pace of that run.
No, actually, that's Mendy out there. Oh, and he ran out because he just had something to say to him instead of taking him out. I saw somebody run out, and I figured it must be the pitching coach. But that is Carlos Mendoza who ran out, and you would do that so that I have something to say to you, not I'm taking you out of the game.
I'd love to be a fly in the wall on this conversation.
Because it was all Mendy, and Brazoban didn't even have his glove over his mouth. Mendy had something to say. He said it long, punched him in the chest, and let's go.
I love that chest down to end it. Like, go get him, kid.
It's only Aaron Judge.
Judge has doubled, scored a run, and been intentionally walked tonight. 1 for 2, also a ground out. Tie game, bottom 7. Grisham a short lead off first. Judge takes outside, ball 1.
Judge 1 for 2 tonight, a double, a walk, and a run scored.
Brazoban's pitch. Judge takes a breaking ball low, ball 2.
Same pitch, inside, he's trying to stay in.
By the way, with the double, Judge hitting .403. 12 days from June.
went up a point from the beginning.
2-0. Breaking ball low. Very careful with Judge. 3-0.
Well, in other words, don't give him anything to hit. I love it. Man, just don't walk him, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, it's okay.
Grisham, the go-ahead runoff for a short lead. Alonso holds him. Big hole right side of the infield. 3-0. Low ball 4.
All right.
So a 4-pitch walk to the captain. 2 on, 2 out for Cody Bellinger, who's had a perfect night.
No, it's as good as an intentional walk because Judge isn't going to go outside the zone in either direction. So, but Bellinger's had a nice night. Double a couple walks.
Extended the hitting streak to 13. And Bellinger has enjoyed every aspect of his first Subway Series. 2 on, 2 out, 7th inning, 2-2 game. That's a breaking ball to outside. Ball 1 on Bellinger.
And he was on the field with me after the game. Was he as happy as can be?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. So this is great. 13-game hit streak. Longest active streak in baseball.
Pitch is outside, so 6 straight out of the zone for Brazoban. Actually make it 1 more, spanning back to the Grisham at bat.
Right.
2-0. Flips the bottom of the zone for a strike. 2-1 on Bellinger.
You'd think Brazoban, how big he is, that he'd throw harder than that. He's throwing 92, 93. Doesn't he look like he'd throw 99? Really big guy. They got some big guys in there.
Very imposing presence, the right-hander. 2-1. Bellinger flies at third base side while out of play. And the count levels that too, so this ultra deuces wild. 2 on, 2 out. Count 2-2. Game tied at 2. Bottom 7. Time called briefly. Bellinger waving that bat. Now he's ready. 2-2. Bellinger reaches out, pokes it off Brazoban. The pitcher chases after it. Gloves, stumps on the bag. Safe! Brazoban looked to do it all himself. Once he stopped, Bellinger had beat him. Bases loaded.
Now he crashed in Alonso, who was in a hump on the ground. I'm not sure if he should have. He's looking to see what he probably should have done. Now his catcher going out to talk to him. First of all, calm him down and slow him. Brazoban picks it up with his glove as Bellinger is like, no, don't forget he's really fast. He stumbled and then he ran into Alonso. And Bellinger now the trainer's coming out to see if Brazoban is okay. You better check on Alonso too.
That's a big guy.
And I see what happened. He missed the bag, and he went to hit the bag with his right ankle, and he missed the bag, and he turned it a little bit. And then he crashed into Alonso, who toppled over him and ended up in foul territory. And I guess he's all right. But that's what I thought. He just crashed into him. But when he missed the bag, and when you stomp like that, the ankle turns over.
So Brazoban's good to go. He's going to stay in. Meeting disperses. That's like a tight end running into Pete Alonso. Who's also a big guy in his own right.
Well, I think Alonso was standing there on the bag. He probably should have just thrown it to him. He was right there. But Bellinger did beat him by half a step.
So the second time Anthony Volpe has had the bases loaded and 2 out tonight. And he takes low ball 1.
Brazoban is moving that ankle. It's the right ankle. You see him sort of turning it back and forth. And Genesis Cabrera is up. He's a lefty.
2-2 game. Bases loaded, bottom 7. Volpe watches outside ball 2.
Yeah.
23 pitches for Brazoban, 14 out of the zone. The 2-0. Inside ball 3. No place to put Volpe.
Yeah, and he's just walking all over them. And Alvarez stands up and just sort of throws it back to him. His body language is not too good out there. He keeps testing that ankle. It's the right ankle. He keeps rolling it back and forth.
Bases full, 2 away, 3-0. That's in there for a strike, inner half at 97.
Well, got that one up there, 97. We've been throwing 92, 93, so we can rear back.
Can the Yankees grab the lead? With the bases loaded, 3-1. Volpe chops it foul, third base side, so from 3-0 to 3-2.
As John would say, you can start the merry-go-round.
That is right. You're going to have Grisham running off third, Judge running off second, and Bellinger off first. The 3-2, there they go. Volpe just stays alive. Got a piece of it at the plate. It might have clipped him. Volpe walks slowly outside that box.
Now he's rearing back that 97 also. He's kind of stretched something out. Let's see, because something he's grimacing at something. Oh, he fouled the ball off his foot again?
Merry-go-round in effect again. 3-2, 2 away, pitch. Volpe swings and misses, strike 3. Brazaban, both arms in the air. Celebrating, rallying from 3-0 to strike out Volpe and strand the bases loaded. We go to the 8th in a 2-2 game on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP, the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball. This place doesn't know what hit him. These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Striking out Volpe. So a 2-2 game in Williams. How about this task? Soto, Alonso, Vientos.
Yep.
Fresh off striking out the side a couple of nights ago. Soto in a big time spot. Williams pitch. Up high, ball 1.
8th inning is sponsored by Local 3, IBEW, and Nika.
Soto 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts against Fried. Vivas even with the bag at third, inching in. 1-0. In there for a strike with the changeup. And Devin Williams much better command of that changeup lately.
Yeah. No, he's been very good. I still contend that strikeout of Alonso was big for him.
1-1. Soto hits it hard on the ground, up the middle. LeMahieu ranging right, gets to his meat. Got him. Whoa! DJ LeMahieu, another sparkler at second base.
Don't forget, this is a multi-gold glover out there. And you feel so good watching him play second base. There's nothing he doesn't get to. If he's healthy, boy.
He's looking like old school DJ out there.
He is. You know, he's a multi-gold glover. He's an all-star for years. I think a lesser second baseman does not get that.
Soto thought he had a base hit. Now he's 0 for 4.
Sure did.
And Pete Alonso 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. Looks out at Williams. And the pitch. Alonso rocks it into left field, right at Bellinger. Barely had to move. Squeezes it for the second out. And I don't care what anyone says. The fact Williams has gotten Alonso twice this weekend, I think that's a springboard.
Yep. No, I think it is. He did admit that it was big for him.
Attention media, here's tonight's paid attendance. 48,000.
Wow. The biggest crowd of the weekend, I thought it would be a little less because it's Sunday night. The biggest crowd of the weekend, 48,028.
Mark Vientos, righty hitter, takes a strike from Williams. That's also the biggest crowd of the season.
The biggest crowd of the season. They're all in that garage. Took me 26 minutes to get out of the garage the other night.
Oh, no.
I'll talk to people longer.
Hope you had some good phone calls to pass the time. 0-1 is outside. It is a majestic scene. Night game, lights on, basically every seat filled.
Something, isn't it?
And another nail-biter. 2-2 game, Yankees, Mets, top 8. The right-hander Williams comes home. Vientos grounds it foul, third base side, 1-2. Second baseman LeMahieu ranging towards second. Goldschmidt well off the bag at first. Williams ready. 1-2. Joss misses outside.
Yeah, I don't think Devin thought so.
Stretching out the arms. Williams has been much better. 7 of his last 8 appearances. So good. Looking for a 1-2-3. Williams 2-2. Popped up foul behind the plate. Game summary brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything, everywhere. Yankees 2 runs in the first inning on a Cody Bellinger 2-run double. Mets with a Jeff McNeil RBI single and Jeff McNeil walking and then manufacturing a run. That's why the game is tied at 2. 2-2 pitch. Barely got a piece. Hit Austin Wells, who's getting beat up back there. Wells is on his bottom. Legs sprawled out.
Whoa. He's not moving.
He really got clipped.
Can someone go out and see him, please? Yes, thank you.
Go.
Let's see what... Boy, did that... knock the wind out of him.
Oh, that's a groin situation.
Groin situation, yes. Well, it did knock the wind out of him. Ooh. Fouled under the glove. Tried to get the glove down. Went underneath the glove.
You know, when Wells was in the minor leagues, he had to have surgery for that reason.
Oh.
He missed a couple of months. He took a foul ball in that groin area and had an emergency procedure. So I'm sure flashbacks to that right now.
Well, he's still sitting. Now he's getting up. Helped up by Mike Schuck.
What a warrior.
That's right, yeah. Catchers get beaten up, boy. But particularly now with all these balls that are in the dirt, and they coming at you 98 miles an hour in the dirt.
Also the way catchers will set up, leaving themselves a little more
exposed, yep. Devin Williams, who once again calls his own game. He's got a pitch column on his belt.
2-2 with 2 away. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Powered the fastball by him. Williams fired up, hopping off the mound. Another 1-2-3, and wipes out the middle of the Mets order. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees a chance to break ahead. 2-2 game, Yankees-Mets on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Are you living with dry AMD? If
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns,
Perfect balance. What?
Boom.
interviews with the players,
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
and a little bit
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
He's doing some maintenance on the first base side of the rubber, kicking some dirt. Jason Dominguez, DJ LeMahieu, and Austin Wells in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 game. Stanek, the tall righty, works from the first base side in the pitch. Dominguez, healthy, hack and a miss, 0-1. 99 on that Stanek fastball.
Tampa back in the day, Stanek would be the opener. Ryan Yarbrough would be the bulk guy.
0-1. Dominguez takes outside. Yarbrough has to be looking right now, having some flashbacks.
Yarbrough's going to pitch, by the way, Nick, and on Wednesday.
1-1. Dominguez, big swing and a miss again at 99 up, 1-2.
I mean, having Yarbrough with the way that he's done that, the way that he has been used, it gives a chance to get people 6 days when you can. A little extra rest does not hurt this time of the year.
The pitch. Outside. Yeah, once the Yankees have the off day tomorrow, there's no off day until they go to Dodger Stadium.
Go to Dodger Stadium. So it'll be Will Warren on Tuesday, Ryan Yarbrough on Wednesday, and Carlos Rodon on Thursday. We're going to see Corbin, DeGrom, and Evaldi.
Whoa. Yeah. Pitch is outside. And if you're wondering, Patrick Corbin's not good anymore, look at his numbers this year.
Look at this year, yeah. Well, pitching guru Mike Maddox is there.
Yeah, that'll help. Evaldi's into the 8th inning like every start. 3-2. Outside, ball 4. So Dominguez rallies and works a leadoff walk. He's a go-ahead run in the 8th. And brings up DJ LeMahieu, who made that dazzling play to start the 8th inning at second, robbing Juan Soto.
Also, don't forget the hitting coach and Judge's big brother, Brett.
DJ LeMahieu swings and flies it foul first base side. Upper deck. You know, Aaron Boone was a little giddy when he was asked about that. He's excited for that Rangers series.
Of course he is. A little opposite personalities.
Dominguez off first with a lot of speed, held by Alonso. LeMahieu fouls it back. Another nice pass by LeMahieu. 0-2.
I bet Brett's really excited, too.
So you'll have Aaron Boone in the first base dugout, Brett Boone in the third base dugout, Tuesday through Thursday here at the stadium.
Very cool.
And as Susan told us, great pitching matchups. 0-2. Skips up there. Fine block by Alvarez using that chest protector. That very vibrant chest protector.
Yes. Hot pink.
Acuna, the third baseman, is well over, about 30 feet off the bag and back. There's a whole right side of the infield with Alonso holding Dominguez. 1-2. LeMahieu swings and misses strike 3. Did he get a piece? They're saying he just did. So LeMahieu is walking back outside the box and regathering himself. Dominguez off first, nobody out. That's a go-ahead run. 1-2. LeMahieu flies it foul first base side. Upper deck shot again.
When LeMahieu's going right, he will go opposite field.
LeMahieu batted in the 8th inning yesterday and smoked the ball to right field to end the inning. 1-2. Downstairs, 2-2 on DJ. Stanek, the big right-hander, with the long hair down near the shoulders. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 100 from Ryan Stanek. Right on past LeMahieu, one down.
And amazing because he's been doing that for years. And he's been through a few teams since he was with Tampa. He was throwing 100 then. He's still nothing complicated. That was on the outside corner. He used to have a lot of trouble with control. That was a beauty. Right on the corner.
Stanek stretches out the right arm. Austin Wells, lefty hitter. Swings and misses 0-1. There's a 90-mile-an-hour changeup.
Yep. That's all he's going to see. Fastball change.
Wells 0 for 3. Line drive to right back in the 4th inning. Also a grounder and a strikeout. 0-1. Quarter swing. Pitch down and an appeal to third. No swing. 1-1. Wells also took that ball off the groin area last inning behind the plate. One on, one out. 2-2 game. Bottom 8. Pitch. Wells fouls at third base side behind the plate.
Another 100 mile an hour. And just touch that. In really good spots. Oh, here comes the trainer. Here comes Mendy with the trainer.
Notice something with Ryan Stanek. Here comes the infield converging.
And Stanek's doing all the talking here, so he did something. Yeah, I'm okay.
A lot of nodding.
He says he's okay. Now, they came out immediately. Now, the umpire always goes out there, if you're wondering why, because it's a medical visit. And if he wants to make sure he's not talking strategy, don't do that. It's not a mound visit, it's a medical visit. I wonder what they saw. I wonder if ESPN will show it again.
Meeting disperses. Stanek licks the right hand. Now hangs the arm. 1-2 on Wells. 1 on, 1 out. Wells drives it into right field towards the line. Base hit for Wells. Dominguez can motor. He's running to third. All the way to the wall. Soto throws towards second. Dominguez at third, and Wells in safely with a booming double. 1 away in the 8th.
Well, Wells not stopping at first base, going right on to second. Soto, threw it in. We were watching Dominguez to see if he had a stop sign. Yes, he did. Taking a look at this again, it did not get into the corner. Soto had to get it off the wall, picked it up, got it back quickly. Actually, not a terrible A terrible throw.
So now Yorby Bibas in a big spot took over defensively in the top half. Infield comes in.
Infield all in the grass.
Bibas takes a fastball strike.
100 miles an hour.
Second and third, one away. Tie game, rubber game. Yankees and Mets, bottom of the eighth. And time is called by Bibas, who steps out and takes a practice swing.
You know, after his first game, one of the things he said, there's just so many fans. I wonder what he thinks tonight.
He thought that was a lot. Second and third, one out. Pitch. Foul back. Big swing. 0-2.
Well, he was going for that 100 miles an hour.
Hey, you look up, and it's 48,000 plus tonight.
What a spot for this kid.
23-year-old rookie. Yorby Bibas. Second and third, one out. Stanek's 0-2. Bibas flares it foul and stays alive. Third base side floater.
It's just like Stanek is saying, okay, kid, here it comes, 100 miles an hour. I wonder if he's going to get that changed.
Not messing around.
Let me keep throwing it till he proves he can hit it.
Second and third, one out. 0-2. Grounded softly towards first, foul, wide of the bag.
That was the change. Just got a piece of it. Got a pretty good eye. Just something about this kid.
It's a presence to him.
Just 23. Boy, there's a shot to get, if he could, it's 100 miles an hour, the left side. Oh, man.
Infield in. Second and third. 0-2. Up high. Nice battle here by Bibas. 1-2. What a chance for a moment. Yorby Bibas, second and third. One away. Tie game, eighth inning. Bibas takes outside 2-2.
This is some at bat. For a rookie coming in, just made his major league debut, what, a few weeks ago?
Couple of weeks ago. He's got that serious look in his eye. Second and third, one out. 2-2. Up high. How about Yorby Bibas? Full count.
Well, you like this. He's certainly not afraid.
They're showing a Met fan on the monitor.
He's got his eyes covered with
He doesn't want to look. It's that type of night. Second and third, one away. 3-2. Bibas fouls it back. What an at-bat.
Now, that was 101 miles an hour, that hit. His expression never changed. I don't know what's going to happen here, but this kid is showing us something right here.
You know why they say, is a moment too big? Not for him. Infield in, 3-2. Bibas fouls it third base side. Whoa. Another 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
He keeps just fouling him off. This is the 10th pitch coming up of this at-bat.
2-2 game, bottom eight. Second and third, one away. The 10th pitch of the at-bat. Bibas fouls another over the Mets dugout third base side.
All the Yankees are hanging over the railing. They're just mesmerized by this. He's had one splitter and all four seamers. That's what he uses as his change of pace. It's a 90-mile-an-hour splitter. So, one splitter and 9 four-seamers at 100.
Pitch number 11. Bibas grounds it to first. Runners coming home. Alonso to the plate. High. Run scores. Dominguez home. Yorby Bibas on the 11th pitch of the at-bat comes through, and the Yankees have a 3-2 lead.
Oh, boy. Well, that was something, and Alonso just threw it away. And here comes Mendy. Remember we were talking about mistakes? There it is. There it absolutely was. It was a ground ball to Alonso, who picks it up and throws it home over the head, over everybody. Holy moly.
And Dominguez so quick, he was already starting to head first slide in the plate. An 11-pitch, 3-2 battle by the rookie, your beat Vivas. Dominguez scores, Wells to third, and the Yankees have a 3-2 lead.
All right, so it is a fielder's choice, an error on Alonso, no RBI, but the run counts. Holy moly.
That's an RBI in my mind for Vivas.
Well, he should get an RBI just for that at bat.
He gets a gold star for that one.
Wow.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Chance for more. Goldschmidt pops it up behind the plate, out of play.
And this is one of these games, and we see these every so often. It comes down to someone making a mistake. That was a beauty.
Oh, yeah. First and third, one away. Goldschmidt takes high, 1-1.
He's still throwing 100. Just think he's throwing about 14 pitches at 100 miles an hour.
He's rearing back, letting it rip. Goldschmidt has walked and reached on an error tonight. Goldschmidt rocks it, base it up the middle. Paul Goldschmidt in the clutch once again. Wells is home. Vivas to second. And the Yankees with 2 in the 8th inning off Stanek. They have a 4-2 lead.
And here comes Mendy, and this will be it for Stanek. And Genesis Cabrera will be coming in, and this pitching change is brought to you by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play the newest scratch-off games for a chance to win.
Seatown supermarkets are celebrating 50 years of serving New York. Like the Yankees, Seatown is part of the fabric of the city, embedded in your everyday lives. From fresh ingredients for your game day feast to everyday essentials for your family, Seatown has been your neighborhood.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
To the lefty, Cabrera. To the lefty, Grisham. Still only 1 out and 2 on. Grisham has walked, flied out, struck out, and grounded out. 2 on, 1 out. Cabrera, very close set from the third base side of the rubber. And a pitch. Outside, ball 1.
All set up by Jorge Vivas.
What an
Told
at-bat.
you, like, something about him.
You've been saying that every day. You've been on that.
Something about him.
Big hole near shortstop. Infield pull to the right. And a 1-0. Outside, 2-0. And even though Alonso airmailed that throw, it would have taken a perfect one. Dominguez was he could really run.
Down. That was another contact play. You're going to go with it. You know that with the infield moved in, they're going to come home immediately, and he just airmailed it. But the speed you're talking about.
Grisham takes a strike at the knees, 2-1.
He was already there.
Yeah.
He was there. It would have had to be a perfect throw, and then he would have had to make a perfect tag. Lindor going over, putting his arm around Alonso, as team leaders will do.
The 2-1. Grisham got a piece, but tips it in Alvarez's mitt, 2-2.
Between innings. Ian McNeil going between pitching changes. Ian McNeil going over and talking to Alonso.
Pick me up on a fielder's choice E3. 2-2. Outside, another full count. Every time Grisham's up, you look up and the count's full. Second and third decks are sitting, but the lower bowl, almost everyone's standing. 3-2. Inside, ball 4. How do you like this? Bases loaded for the captain. 2 already in, the Yankees a 4-2 lead.
Well, now everybody's up. Well, everybody with a white Yankee jersey.
No place to put Judge, and you got the lefty Yenesis Cabrera against the best hitter in baseball. Judge takes a breaking ball strike.
See, you know how nice everybody at the Delta is? There's an inconsolable Met fan right down here with a Soto jersey, and everyone's trying to make him feel better. Yankee fans.
What a nice gesture.
He's inconsolable here.
0-1. Judge, half swing at a breaking ball. Appeal, no swing. 1-1. Hey, don't say that fans don't have hearts. Those are big hearts right there. Base is full. 2 runs in the inning. Yankees a 4-2 lead, bottom 8. The 1-1 to Judge. Swing and a miss. Big hack. That was a hanging sweeper. 1-2.
And 80. This is a little different. He throws hard too. 96, 97. That was 80.
Base is loaded. The 1-2. Half swing. Went around. Strike 3. That same off-speed pitch. This one down. And Judge swings through it for the second out of the inning. Hey, after the game, stay tuned for the post-game show, powered by Verizon. For the latest deals, drop into your local Verizon store. Cody Bellinger has been on base 4 times, continuing his role.
He tried to hold up on that down and ended up down in the dirt. We just saw that replay.
Bellinger flies it into right field. Back it goes at the wall. Soto at the fence, leaps. It's gone. Wow, what a night. What a night. A grand slam for Cody Bellinger. 5 times on base, and the Yankees have blown it open. It's an 8-2 Yankee lead.
And that first Yankee home run, it was a big one, is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. And this place is going crazy.
Well, talk about bedlam.
Well, between Goldschmidt and Bellinger, don't forget, this was Plan B. Plan A was Soto. Plan B was Bellinger and Cody and Goldschmidt, who helped you win Game 1, and now the 2 of them helped you win Game 3.
Anthony Volpe takes a strike inner half. Plan B is stiff-arming Plan A right now.
Wow.
5 times on base for Bellinger. A grand slam to blow this thing wide open. Volpe swings and taps it foul at the plate.
Last grand slam for Cody, 2023, July 5th. Look, he's got a smile as wide as a river down there.
The lefty's 0-2 to Volpe. That's downstairs, and that swing we knew would play in this ballpark.
Well,
Cody Bellinger. Some fans are getting out of here, beating the traffic. 8-2 Yankee lead, 6 in the 8th inning. Volpe lines it foul first base side.
Wow. Don't forget, this is all set up by Jorge Vivas.
That's going to get forgotten.
No, it's not.
Not by us.
You have to get there.
1-2. Volpe out in front, barely gets a piece, but fouls it. A 6-run 8th inning. Vivas comes through 11-pitch battle. Goldschmidt at RBI single, and Bellinger a grand slam. 1-2. Inside, 2-2 on Volpe.
Wow.
The lefty's ready with the righty toe tap. 2-2. Outside, a full count on Volpe, who's 0 for 4 tonight.
Oh.
Soto getting jeered.
No, he's getting the Altuve treatment.
3-2. Grounded softly left side of the infield. Lindor charges. Squares, throws on the run. Got him. 9 batters to the plate. Yankees score 6 runs in the 8th inning to take a resounding 8-2 lead, punctuated by a grand slam by the red-hot Cody Bellinger. Go to the 9th. The Yankees looking to close out round 1 of this Subway Series and take 2 out of 3. 8-2 Yanks on WFN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
The Chef IQ Sense is a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat, whether on a stovetop, oven, or grill. It is
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Battle, pitch battle, with a chance to take the lead, second and third. Grounded to first, Alonso airmailed the throw. Yankees took the lead. Brandon Nimmo, the lefty hitter, takes a strike along the outer edge from Tim Hill, 0-1. Then after Bebas, you want to talk about Plan B with the Yankees facing Juan Soto this weekend. The Plan B that has been excellent to this point. 0-1. Off speed for a strike outer half. 0-2. Paul Goldschmidt RBI single, and Cody Bellinger Fifth time on base tonight. 6 RBIs, a grand slam against the lefty Cabrera. 0-2 is slash foul third base side. And that grand slam put this place in an utter frenzy. And fitting, he planted that grand slam just over Soto's leap. That's foul third base side on the line. And the count stays 0-2 on Nimmo, who's 0-2 with a walk. Infield slightly pulled to the right. Tim Hill ready. 0-2. Again, spoiled foul. About a quarter swing. That's what Nimmo's doing to stay alive. So the Yankees, with 3 more outs, they would take round 1 of this year's Subway Series. Much anticipated Subway Series this year. 0-2. Again, spoiled foul. Nimmo's barely swinging here, just putting the bat on the ball. Yankees would also win their 4th straight series overall. Go back to 8 games over 500. They have the biggest division lead in baseball. Hill's 0-2. Again, about a 3/4 swing, foul back into the net. And a lot of talk will be about Cody Bellinger's grand slam, his overall night, which has been building up to this moment. 0-2 is slash foul third base side. Barely. About 2 feet from a double. A lot of talk about that and Bellinger's role of late, but your beat B-Boss gave the Yankees the lead with that ground ball to first after an 11-pitch at-bat against Ryan Stanek, who was throwing 101. Hills 0-2. That's low and inside. Tim Hill, the lefty, glove above the belt, pitch. Grounded softly foul near the Yankee dugout first base side. Another storyline tonight. It was still tied in the top of the 8th inning, 2-2, when Devin Williams came on against 2, 3, and 4. Soto, Alonso, Vientos made easy work of him. And Williams in line for the win. Pitch is foul back. What a fight here from Nimmo. And this will be the 11th pitch of the at-bat coming up. So Max Fried, despite not having his best stuff, his line stellar in 6 innings. Pitch. That's inside 2-2, and Nimmo is making Tim Hill do everything to set him down. Fried into Loizaga, into Williams, and now into Tim Hill, who has a 6-run cushion. 8-2 Yanks. Pitch. Fouled back once again. So despite not in a, let's call it a high leverage situation, Nimmo is saying, I'll raise one to that B-Boss at bat. 13th pitch of the at bat. 2-2. Flared. Shallow left. Volpe ranging out. In comes Bellinger to make the one-hand catch. 1 away, and Tim Hill can take a sigh of relief. He finally got Brandon Nimmo. Now it's Brett Beatty, who came on for starting Marte in the DH spot against Loizaga and struck out to start the 7th inning. Lefty versus lefty. Beatty, a slightly open stance, looks out at Hill and grounds it softly to short. Volpe right there. Gloves, double clutches, throws, and gets Beatty. 2 up, 2 down for Tim Hill, and the Yankees are 1 out away. Francisco Alvarez, the Mets catcher, righty hitter. Lefty Hill fires, swung and a miss, 0-1. 87. And is tailing outside from Alvarez, who struck out 3 times tonight. Pitch. Low and outside, 1-1. Now, this place was still about full when Bellinger put that ball in the right field seats over Soto's outstretched glove for a grand slam. Now some people beating the traffic. Alvarez grounds it softly towards third. Charging in is Bebas. He'll play it foul, wide of the bag. Yankees a strike away. The Yankees with this victory would take 2 out of 3 in the Subway Series, and they'll meet again July 4th weekend in Queens at Citi Field. 6-run 8th inning. Electrifying 8th inning. 1-2. Hill to the plate. Just misses outside. Count levels at 2 on Francisco Alvarez. 2-2, way inside. Alvarez skips some rope. Got a full count with 2 away in the 9th. Hill's ready. Slings it in. Grounded softly toward short. Volpe in the hole. Backhand. Squares. Throws. Got him. That's a ball game. Yankees 8. Mets 2 in the rubber game. Plan B's pretty good. The offseason the Yankees had after Juan Soto walked, well, those guys came up big all weekend. They beat down Juan Soto and the Mets. 8-2 is the final in the series finale at the stadium. Tim Hill a 1-2-3 9th inning. Yankees another feel-good series. They've won 4 consecutive series. They're back up to 8 games over 500, tying that season high. And Cody Bellinger, right after Yorby Bebas, the 11-pitch battle against Ryan Stanek gave the Yankees a lead. Goldschmidt the RBI single after that. Bellinger the grand slam. An electrifying moment here at the stadium. 5 times on base for Bellinger.